a personalized quote in seconds. With a Real Genius loan, you can access the equity in your home to pay for a new kitchen, a pool in your kitchen. They're your wishes. Do what you want. Real Genius helps people save on average $5,000 on lender's fees alone. Use that extra money for the most magical thing of all, to make your neighbors jealous.
Oh.
Turn your home improvement fantasy into a reality and visit realgenius.com or call 888-246-5906. That's 888-246-5906. Use promo code RGCARD and get a $500 Visa gift card after closing. Contact them for more details. Oh, they also have no closing cost options. Real Genius is the smarter way to mortgage. Real Genius LLC, NMLS 2389303. Real Genius is an equal housing lender. Loan subject to credit approval, not licensed in all states. Whew! Did it in one breath.
Spring training is almost here. Come see the World Series champion Houston Astros and the Washington Nationals as they prepare for the upcoming season. Spring training starts February 25th. For tickets, go to ballparkpalmbeaches.com. That's ballparkpalmbeaches.com. Let's play ball.
Of course, your favorite station is on the free iHeartRadio app. Take us with you anywhere and listen anytime. Plus, get thousands of other stations and playlists all free. Download our free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
iHeartRadio.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
We're looking good on 95 right now, 15 minutes, southern to PGA, accident-free between Boca and Jupiter. But on the Turnpike, we do have a crash in Boynton Beach. This is northbound, just south of Boynton Beach Boulevard. You do have vehicles blocking the right lane there. Definitely seeing some slowdowns in this area, so have some patience if you're moving through. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm.
Mattress Firm's President's Day sale is here. Shop and save up to $500 on Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets. Plus, get a $300 instant gift, good towards sleep accessories. Find your dream bed at Mattress Firm. Then cozy up on your new bed, because there's nothing better than staying in.
Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Rover's Morning Glory wants you to score some Red Zone revenue. Win $1,000 now. Enter the nationwide keyword money at realradio921.com. That's money. Enter it now at realradio921.com. And good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
Well, color me happy. There's a sofa in here for two.
First time in an elevator.
Penthouse. The Penthouse. Wow, great view. I bet you can see all the way to the ocean from out here.
Penthouse, top floor, got everything I need and a lot more. High ceilings, marble floor, and my penthouse.
Hey, Mr. Greek, can I get your autograph?
Hey, Greek, what's happening, pal?
I'm 6 deep behind a 4. You can't find me.
Oh my God, it's Greek!
You're listening to The Penthouse. Here's The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
Yes, you're in The Penthouse on a Wednesday. I think they call this Hump Day, Hump Week, and it's getting ready for the big game. At 11:45, you got a chance to win one-day passes to the Honda Classic, a great event that's in our area, and that's going to be the 20th through the 26th. Looking forward to that. Also, you got a chance to win $1,000 13 times a day with a keyword. We're going to have a love expert calls today around 12:35, which is going to be very cool. Laura Korn, she's been with us before. And, of course, we have our crew, which is the highlight. Jimmy, good morning.
Hello and good morning. How are you going to call and host at the same time, Greek? Because you are the love expert. Did I read that right? Hold on. Did I read that? Okay.
I appreciate the compliment, but I would say you and Franny are the love experts. I am the person who's learning every day. Speaking of Frances, good morning, and you look tremendous today.
Oh, well, thank you. Hi, good morning. And I'm really excited about Laura Korn calling in because last time we had her, she was amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Very entertaining. Learned a lot about her. She gave us a fantastic book.
I've been reading her book last couple nights.
Well, have you? All right. So because
Jimmy gave it to me a couple nights ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you still have a copy?
I still have mine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I have ours too. They sent us some more.
Oh,
just
they
to
did?
Make sure.
The same one?
Yeah, it's the same book. So.
Awesome. Well, if we have more, I mean,
sure.
we should give those away because they're really cool. They have things that you should do with your partner.
Yeah. And it's like an envelope, right? You
There's
hand them.
there's fun, yeah. So
I think her line is what? It's not a book that you read, it's a book that you do.
yes,
Yeah,
and that's
yeah.
exactly what it is. So there's different sections or pages, like something that the woman would do for her partner, and then the man would do something for his, and you don't know what it is. It's it would be a surprise for whoever you're with for your partner. But really cool. She was highly entertaining, so I'm very excited, especially before Valentine's Day, to get some love.
Nice.
Get some love advice.
Perfect time for it too.
Yes, it is.
It's a good bedtime read too. Like you're sitting with somebody, just want to read it together.
Yeah, good bedtime read.
Yeah, good, you know.
All right.
Make sure you tune in too, because I think this is her final tour.
Oh, really?
Of promoting, at least promoting this book. I don't know if she'll have other things in the future, but maybe we can find that out when we talk to her. I believe that's 12:35. She'll be calling in.
Yes,
so
yes,
looking forward to that. She is a lot of fun.
She is, and I mean, yeah, we're big time, but we're it's hard for me to say, but she does Britney Spears. I mean, she's talked.
She did Britney Spears.
She did her, yes.
Wow.
Gwyneth Paltrow is one of her big
Gwyneth
fans.
Paltrow, yes. These are people that she's actually worked with or talked to.
Oh, interviewed.
Yes.
Okay, I thought when you said that, I went to a different thing.
Well, they've gone to her, for advice.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you never have enough advice about love. That's the way it is. You could always learn, like everything else in life. But it is a good time read at night. Last night I stopped over a friend's house. We read it a little together for a while.
Oh yeah, did you do anything in the book together? You and Ralph? I don't know.
How's Ralph doing these days, by the way?
It's Julio.
I haven't seen Ralph in a while.
Wow, you guys split up. Now it's Julio.
Code name Julio.
Julio. He came up for a couple days from Lauderdale. I knew I was in trouble when there was a lot of whipped cream in the hallway. It is the Greek. It is Jimmy. It is Francis.
No, it's not. no, not weird at all.
All right, maybe. Probably not.
It is the Penthouse on a Wednesday, WWGD, and then an hour later, I give advice. I can't give directions. My God, Francis said yesterday that she was impressed that I put a light bulb in, and one of my
I still haven't seen it. So.
Oh, yeah, so word of mouth?
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
One of my buddies said last night, I heard the show. I was impressed you put a light bulb in. I said, man, I could do that. I said, I can't put anything in the microwave.
It's your words. I can't do anything. It's not us.
I admit it. I'm not handy at all. I admit it. I am not handy. There's a lot of things.
But you got the bulb.
You got
the bulb, man.
That's all that
I had the
matters.
bulb. I almost put it in the wrong end, but
That's all
I
right.
figured
That's
it
all
out.
right. Almost. That's usually my problem. I put it in the wrong end.
I put it in, and then when I hit the light, I was like, all right, look at this stuff. Little Thomas Edison in the house. It is the Penthouse on a Wednesday. We'll be back in a few minutes. Peace.
Rover's Morning Glory.
Charlie, you said you were on the toilet all last night. The consistency was what?
Foam, which I've never really experienced before. It sounded and just looked like I was just spraying like a can of Barbasol into my toilet.
There is a diagnosis here
Yeah, what do you have?
from a doctor. He says he's seen this before. This is definitely a symptom of swallowing too much semen, Charlie.
Okay.
Gotta get your pommick stomped.
My stomach stomped?
Gotta get your stomach pumped.
Rover's Morning Glory.
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10 on Real Radio 92.1 for the Palm Beaches and 101.7 for the Treasure Coast.
Hey, it's the Greek for Supreme Golf Carts. If you want a golf cart, this is the place to go. 2411 North Federal Highway. New or pre-owned, gas or electric, custom, they can do it all. If you want to be a baller and have a great golf cart, make sure you go to Supreme Golf Carts. 2411 North Federal Highway. And February 10th, the Penthouse will be in the house for the big game live broadcast at Supreme Golf Carts, 2411 North Federal Highway. If you want a golf cart, there's only one place to go, Supreme Golf Carts. Peace.
Step back in time at the Florida Renaissance Festival. Now featuring 8 glorious weekends of unpredictable merriment and mayhem. With entertainment, food, and fun for the whole family. There are even adult beverages. The Florida Renaissance Festival celebrates a different and exciting theme each and every weekend in February and March at Quiet Waters Park and Deerfield Beach. Tickets available now at ren-fest.com. Sponsored in part by Comcast.
Hey, it's Greek for Tito's Handmade Vodka. Over 20 years ago, the first batch of Tito's Handmade Vodka was made in the heart of Austin, Texas. And tomorrow's batch will be too. Tito's Handmade Vodka makes the good stuff for good times. Find recipes, videos, and more at titosvodka.com. The big game is coming up, and everybody wants to know who's going to be the winner. Well, if you got Tito's in your team, you're always a winner. Tito's Handmade Vodka. Peace.
GiveMeTheVin.com is America's best car buyer, paying top dollar for your car, truck, sports car, exotic. What are you waiting for? We want to buy your car right now. Find out why thousands of satisfied customers across the United States put more money in their pocket by going to GiveMeTheVin.com. I told my buyers, let's get them bought. Right now is the time to go.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
We're Storm Smart. Here in Florida, that's a name people trust. And while storms may come and go, one thing's for sure. Storm Smart's here to stay. Smart is protecting our community today and tomorrow. Storm Smart.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before. With over 2 million phone calls last year alone, more people in more cities across America want more Morgan & Morgan. When you hire Morgan & Morgan, you're also hiring a family business. And after 35 years, we now have more offices, more staff, and more lawyers than any other injury firm in the world, protecting America, fighting for you. Injured? Call Morgan & Morgan.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Mr. and Mrs. Flavor, thank you for joining us.
Great to be here. I'm Barry. I'm the flavor of Barry.
I'm Janet. I'm bitter.
You wanted to talk about your son. He's the flavor menthol?
Yes, he's the menthol in a menthol cigarette.
He's such a disappointment. Out there getting people addicted. Being used by big tobacco to target black people. He could have been a lozenge.
Menthol cigarettes are just as addictive as regular cigarettes and harder to quit. Find out how to quit today at tobaccofreeflorida.com.
If you've been thinking about doing laser hair removal, I am telling you, quit thinking about it and just do it. With the best in the biz, that's Begin a New Med Spa. This is Jupiter's premier luxury med spa. Hey, this is Franny, and I'm kicking myself in the behind that it took me so long to do this. I'm over halfway through my laser hair removal treatments with Begin a New's medical professional, Regan, and my skin is already noticeably smoother and so much more hair-free. Now, this is not all that Begin Anew offers. Feeling drab, not sleeping well, and no energy? Ask them about their Optimal Wellness Program. Wanting to lose weight? Then the game-changing semaglutide may be perfect for you. Begin Anew also offers testosterone replacement therapy, body sculpting, and Botox. You can check out all they have to offer, plus their February specials at beginanewmed.com. And when you book that appointment, let them know that Franny sent you. That's beginanewmed.com.
It can be dangerously easy to steal your identity during tax season because so much sensitive info is all together.
Before we start the annual meeting of Sean's personal info, has anyone seen Social Security number?
Not me.
Nope. Oh no. He's been stolen.
LifeLock by Norton makes it easy to help protect yourself. If you become a victim, we'll work to fix it. No one can monitor all transactions, but you can save up to 25% off your first year with promo code NEWS at LifeLock.com. Identity theft protection starts here.
I'll second guest dinners with friends because they can be interrupted by diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or oily stools. It turns out I have EPI, or exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, which means I'm missing the enzymes needed to digest food. My doctor prescribed Creon, pancrelipase, an oral prescription medication that replaces pancreatic digestive enzymes. Creon treats EPI due to cystic fibrosis, chronic pancreatitis, pancreatectomy, or other conditions.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or
or thickening of your bowel wall, if you're allergic to pork, or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor and always with food. Do not chew capsules, as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon.
Creon is the #1 prescribed EPI treatment. Ask your doctor about Creon for EPI and visit creoninfo.com or call 800-633-9110 to learn more. That's CREONinfo.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ziprecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
On the Exorcist Files podcast, a leading exorcist and demonologist shares stories of disturbing and vicious cases of possession. For the last 2 decades, Father Carlos Martins has encountered evil in nearly every way imaginable.
What Hollywood portrayed in The Exorcist with levitations,
radio app, or wherever you get your podcasts.
You're listening to Real Radio 92.1, and we are an iHeart radio station. You're listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Wednesday. Hope you guys are having a good day. Supposed to get warm the next couple of days, and then maybe over the weekend a little cold. So enjoy yourself the next couple of days.
More cold?
That's what I heard.
Jesus.
Is that what they're saying?
That's what I heard. Sunday.
Do I gotta pack a sweater for Miami?
I don't know. No, you'll be fine in Miami.
Oh, okay, Miami will be good. All right, perfect.
Yeah. I just was thinking.
That doesn't look bad here.
No?
High is 78, low is 68.
Oh, that's cold for Green.
Is that Sunday?
Sunday, high 71, low 52.
That's cold.
All right.
Yeah, it's a little chilly. I don't know if I could light my cigar outside.
Still,
Gotta see.
still winter. So.
Jimmy, good morning.
Hello and good morning.
And Francis, good morning.
Hi. Good morning. I know, right? I have a feeling a lot of us will be indoors on Sunday, getting ready, watching the Super Bowl. Unless you have a nice TV. Yeah,
what's that?
You know the big game that's happening? There's 2 teams. They wear tight pants and throw a ball around.
Oh, wow. I'm in.
Could be a lot of them. Speaking of the big game, Shaq and Gronk have $1 million package, ultra VIP. And it's 2 days. You get to go to Super Bowl, fly private to the Super Bowl with 11 of your friends. And you get to be on stage with Shaq, VIP, all access to everything. Him and Gronk, hang out with him. It's also with the Wynn Casino. It's $1 million, but you do get to bring 11 friends. So that's pretty big. And obviously 11's because it's 11 guys in each team, obviously, offensive, defensively. If you didn't know that, that's how many guys play in the field. But it's an ultimate thing that Shaq has. He has his big party the day before. And you get to fly there. You get a Rolls-Royce transportation everywhere. But $1 million is a lot. And I know if you have the money, you don't care.
Yeah, I mean, those are the people who are going to be purchasing
Of course,
this.
of course.
Are the ones
the only people
exactly.
that can do that.
But
even if I started saving my pennies 2 years ago, that's not happening. Even with 11 friends, not happening.
That's a lot.
I know.
That's cash. I mean, so that's like $1.6 million to make. I mean, when you break it down, or $1.7 million. But yeah, that's a lot of money, obviously. But it's for the ultimate rich. I'm sure people will buy it.
And they're both party boys, so it'd be a good time. I actually had a girlfriend who was in Miami last weekend, and they were at Club 11.
Okay.
It's a place I've never been, but it's very popular.
It's great.
Yeah, it's supposed
Very
to be
expensive.
It's supposed to be fantastic place. They have an adult entertainment section, then a nightclub. I've seen videos and pictures. It looks super cool. But Shaq was there partying, and they had a table next to him, and he was getting it.
Yeah.
He was dancing and having fun.
Club 11 is open 7 days a week, 24 hours a day.
I'm not surprised. That's like what is it? Club Space, which was like the big one for years.
But Club
down there.
Space is
24 or 23. They got that 1 hour where they clean up.
They need to.
Yeah, it does. 24 hours a day. 7 days.
Really?
It's crazy, and it is ultra expensive.
You would think that they would have some very like Jimmy said. Get
the typical, right?
Yeah.
Like an hour or two in the morning like that, 5 a.m., 6 a.m. or something like that.
It's like he
and
said.
then-
I mean, it's a nice place.
Sure.
It is. So you would think that
all
they
the
would need
big
some
acts,
upkeep.
all the big acts, good. I mean, and unbelievable to get in. I mean, ridiculous amounts of money to
Yeah.
even get in.
Really?
You get in. Your guys are not getting in alone.
Yeah.
There's no.
I mean,
way.
that's a lot of those places like that. A
Of
lot
course,
of Miami
sure.
and the
Yeah.
big cities, the clubs. Girls are typically okay, but the guys,
Nope.
they need to be either with a girl or they're going to pay some money.
Yeah, I was in there a couple times. I went one time because I wanted a hat. I think you've seen the club.
You
11.
just went in just for a hat?
Yeah,
You
I
could
wanted-
buy them online.
Yeah, I know. I didn't know that. I was out. So my buddy's like, "You want to get some hats?" I'm like, "Yeah, let's go."
I can't remember where I was, but I was bartending an event. Oh man, I don't remember. And there was a guy, and he had to have been late 70s, and his wife. And
Did he have the
was,
hat out?
And he was rocking a Club 11 hat, and I was like, good for him. I was like,
Yeah.
I wonder if his wife knows what Club 11 is.
It's a golf course.
It's a golf course. Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So if you got $1 million and you want to take 11 friends,
The 11 is the 11th hole.
Exactly.
nice.
Nice. It's a par 5.
So you think if you called up Shaq and he said, "I don't have 11 friends. How many for like 6 friends? So he's still gonna pay $1 million?"
Yeah, he's still like $1 million.
Yeah, so it's also provided with the Wynn Casino. His party's going to be out there. It's the day before the Super Bowl. And then
Is it the circus, right? Is that what he calls
Yep.
it? The Shaq Circus or
Mhm.
something?
Day before, a lot of big celebrities, but $1 million. But you get to bring 11 friends. And
You keep on saying, but you get to. Still too much money.
Oh, yeah, it's a private jet.
Yeah. Well, I guess the private jet alone.
Yeah, but if you got big ball, no, $1 million's a ton. I'm not saying in any shape or form. 100,000's a lot to go to the game. Are you kidding me? But I'm sure you get.
Yeah, I was going to say, do you get tickets?
No
You get
tickets. No tickets.
No
Oh,
tickets
you
to
don't
the
even
game?
get tickets to the game?
No, you go to the game.
Oh.
No.
You
You
just
just hang
buy
out.
that extra. That's on top.
They throw you out. Oh, by the way, we got to get you tickets. So it's $1 million and change.
Wow.
But it's Gronk and Shaq. You get to hang out with them. Then Shaq's going to do a big set, and you get to have a VIP table on this.
Do you know his name? His DJ name?
Diesel.
There you go. Nice job. It was a little pop quiz.
Oh, good.
DJ Diesel's.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm familiar with Shaq. I think he's great. Obviously, he's a perfect spokesperson for a lot of companies. He's done a great job with his life after basketball and obviously in the NBA, but he's really an entrepreneur and done so well. Yeah. But, I mean, again, if you got big money, that's where it is. And again, you're at the Win.
Oh, I mean, get this, $1 million worth it, Jimmy. Unlimited booze, it says.
Oh,
what?
Drink your heart out.
What do you think? You think we can we can get our $1 million worth there?
I think so.
Franny?
I think
What do you
so. Yeah. It says unlimited vodka and champagne. Security. Ooh, you get security detail. So
Better
it's
be
like
Tito's.
baller, right? Fleet of SUVs. VIP bathroom. The best perk, probably.
All 11 people get
Yes.
their own limo. Is that it?
Yeah.
Maybe.
You get a spa day to recover after all that vodka and
Oh.
champagne. On top of that,
Nice.
$1 million. But not only do you get to hang out with Shaq and Gronk. I love they say meet and greet, so it's like hi, bye. That's
Yeah,
pretty
typically
much,
what a meet
yeah.
and greet is.
100,000.
Yeah.
Take a picture and they're
Uh-huh.
gone. Yeah.
But Guy Fieri, right, as well as a private deck at all 4 events, including the Sports Illustrated, The Party, Machine Gun Kelly is going to be there, and the Chainsmokers. So it's a bunch of stuff, but yeah, $1 million it's a lot. Somebody's going to buy it. It's probably snatched up. How many are they offering? Do you know?
I don't know. I'm going to have a Super Bowl package. Pay $100. Hang with me at Strike Cigar Lounge.
Yeah, I guess there's a cheaper package for $250,000.
Okay.
If you want to go.
Well, for the bargain hunters. There it is.
We bring it to here in the Penthouse.
Now-
$250,000.
Now we're getting our number.
Yep.
Can we take about 2 more zeros off that?
We're getting very close. $250,000. We're going to call Shaq and see what he wants to do. It is the Penthouse. It is a Wednesday, getting ready for the big game. We'll come back with This Day in History and a trifecta and a lot more. Peace.
Because you shouldn't have to get up off the couch. Tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Partly cloudy sky to get us started on this Wednesday. Temperatures are in the 60s and low 70s as you head out the door. We'll stay partly cloudy to mostly sunny as we move through the rest of the day. Temperatures are warming towards the upper 70s later on. That warming trend continues for the rest of the week. This is all ahead of our next cold front that will move in on Saturday.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm.
Mattress Firm's President's Day sale is here. Shop and save up to $500 on Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets. Plus, get a $300 instant gift, good towards sleep accessories. Find your dream bed at Mattress Firm. Then cozy up on your new bed, because there's nothing better than staying in.
I'll second guest dinners with friends because they can be interrupted by diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or oily stools. It turns out I have EPI, or exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, which means I'm missing the enzymes needed to digest food. My doctor prescribed Creon, pancrelipase, an oral prescription medication that replaces pancreatic digestive enzymes. Creon treats EPI due to cystic fibrosis, chronic pancreatitis, pancreatectomy, or other conditions.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall, if you're allergic to pork, or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor and always with food. Do not chew capsules, as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon.
Creon is the #1 prescribed EPI treatment. Ask your doctor about Creon for EPI and visit creoninfo.com or call 800-633-9110 to learn more. That's CREONinfo.com.
Hey, it's the Greek from Monroe's Big Weekend. New Orleans-inspired entertainment. Mardi Gras comes to Monroe's big contest. Lady with the most beads wins $250. And Sunday is the big game and the watch party. Where would you rather watch the game than with beautiful ladies, great entertainment, and great food? It's the big game and it's the watch parties. It's at Monroe's, February 12th. It's a big weekend. There's only one place to be, baby. Monroe's. Peace.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients. Today, Morgan & Morgan has more offices, more staff, and more lawyers than any other injury firm in the world.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
I studied Spanish in college and never got fluent. But then I tried Babbel.
Want the most effective way to learn another language? In just 15 minutes a day, Babbel's bite-sized lessons will have you learning another language in as little as 3 weeks.
Babbel is all conversation-based, so it gets you speaking quickly about things you actually talk about in the real world.
You'll really see a difference in how you can speak and how conversational you can be in just a few weeks.
Babbel isn't just lessons. You can listen to podcasts, play games, watch videos. You can even take live online classes with a language teacher. There are so many ways to learn with Babbel.
The lessons online and in the app make it easy to learn from pretty much anywhere.
University studies have shown that using Babbel for 15 hours is equivalent to a semester of college Spanish. If you want to learn a new language, there's no better way than Babbel. Go to Babbel.com to try for free. That's Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
Hey, it's Greek for Tito's Handmade Vodka. Over 20 years ago, the first batch of Tito's Handmade Vodka was made in the heart of Austin, Texas. And tomorrow's batch will be too. Tito's Handmade Vodka makes the good stuff for good times. Find recipes, videos, and more at Tito'sVodka.com. The big game is coming up, and everybody wants to know who's going to be the winner. Well, if you got Tito's in your team, you're always a winner. Tito's Handmade Vodka. Peace.
Victim of a slip and fall? It takes one phone call to take back control of your life. Anajar and Levine will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call me, Mark Anajar, for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In office, West Palm Beach. Eric was way behind on his taxes.
I owed a lot of money to the IRS, almost $15,000. I tried to make payments.
The IRS wasn't satisfied with Eric's efforts, so they came after him full force.
They're coming to put a lien and a hold on all my income, my home, my car. I was just overwhelmed at what to do.
Then Eric called Optima Tax Relief.
When Optima Tax got involved, the calls would stop, the threats would stop. It was easy like 1, 2, 3.
Optima Tax Relief is A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau, and their team of expert tax professionals took care of Eric's problem.
I owe $15,000, and now my debt is clean. I don't owe anything.
Take Eric's advice.
If you have a tax problem, you need to call Optima Tax now.
Call Optima Tax Relief for a free consultation. Call 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
It's fair time. The 64th Martin County Fair kicks off February 10th, featuring a Golden Buzzer winner from America's Got Talent Extreme, an opening night concert by another AGT music act, and new this year, the Hops and Hogs Beer Fest on opening night. A beer fest at the fair? Outstanding. Then grab some fair food and play some carnival games. The Martin County Fair, February 10th through 18th. Discounted tickets on sale now at martincountyfair.com.
Hey, it's the Greek for Supreme Golf Carts. If you want a golf cart, this is the place to go. 2411 North Federal Highway. New or pre-owned, gas or electric, custom, they can do it all. If you want to be a baller and have a great golf cart, make sure you go to Supreme Golf Carts. 2411 North Federal Highway. And February 10th, the Penthouse will be in the house for the big game live broadcast at Supreme Golf Carts, 2411 North Federal Highway. If you want a golf cart, there's only one place to go, Supreme Golf Carts. Peace!
Mattress Firm's President's Day sale is here. Shop and save up to $500 on Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets. Plus, get a $300 instant gift, good towards sleep accessories. Find your dream bed at Mattress Firm. Then cozy up on your new bed, because there's nothing better than staying in.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
As we check in with the Florida Highway Patrol, we are not seeing any tie-ups, not getting word of any issues along 95 right now through Palm Beach County. We do still have an accident blocking the right lane, Turnpike northbound, just south of Boynton Beach Boulevard. It's causing just a minor slowdown at this point, so just have some patience and you'll get through that area. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Red Pilled America.
Who doesn't love to hear good stories? Stories that captivate your heart, stories that make you laugh, or perhaps stories that set the record straight. That's what we do at Red Pilled America. We tell stories. Join us on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts. That's Red Pilled America.
Addiction can be isolating, but there is strength in numbers. Together, we can bring out the best in those who are in need of recovery while removing stigma. Through 1 Million Strong, the music industry, fans, and musicians are taking action to transform the way people think about addiction and recovery. Whether you live with addiction or love someone who
are an iHeart radio station. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in The Penthouse on a Wednesday. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Real Radio. I hope you guys are having a good morning and a morning where your orange is in your juice. Good morning, Jimmy.
Hello, and good morning.
Good morning, Francis.
Hello, hello.
And it is time for This Day in History and a trifecta.
Riders up. It's Creek's Trifecta.
All right, Floyd Mayweather, everybody knows he's Money Mayweather originally, but he bought a new white gold necklace worth $1 million. Floyd spending some cash. This thing's got to weigh a ton. Some pictures they had on TMZ was unbelievable. $1 million necklace. And Floyd likes the bling, and he got himself a new necklace. Kyrie Irving says he felt disrespected by the Nets. They didn't really treat him right. They didn't praise him for what he did. And he felt like management just tolerated him and didn't really give him the acknowledgement that he wanted. And that's why he wanted to be traded. $40 million a year, Kyrie. I think that's really a little bit of more appreciation than you need. But again, he's going to be in Dallas. We'll see how that romance works out. Now, one of his partners years ago was LeBron James, and LeBron had a big night last night. You could bet on this, and a lot of people did bet on it. Going in, was LeBron going to break the record last night? Jimmy's got the audio.
Looking for James. He's got it. LeBron James, a shot at history.
The King was the king last night, dropping in 38 points. But again, with DraftKings and other places, you could bet on that. Was he going to do it? I thought he was going to go over. They were playing Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City was getting points, and they ended up beating the Lakers. But LeBron did have a big night. His kids were there. A lot of celebrities. Jay-Z was in the house. Dwayne Wade. Everybody you could think of was courtside. And Drake was there. Everybody big time was there for him to support him. Denzel Washington. But yeah, LeBron had a big game, scored 38 points, and hats off to him. He's the all-time leading scorer in the NBA, and he passed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who was there and who gave him a hug, which I was happy to see, and said he is the king. Give him the praise and the claps he deserves. So it all worked out well. Laker fans were going crazy, and it was a cool thing to watch. I watched it live. A lot of my friends were all watching it. We were texting back and forth, and it was cool, and hats off to LeBron. He gave us good 4 years down in Miami, 2 championships, 4 NBA appearances. So I'm sure the king is sleeping well today. And that is your first trifecta of the day. And now we're going to turn it over to Jimmy for this day in history.
On this day in history.
Well, we got to take a time warp way back to 436 years ago today. That's where we're going to start. In 1587, after 19 years of imprisonment, Mary, Queen of Scots, is beheaded in England for her complicity in a plot to murder Queen Elizabeth I. By the way, if you've never seen it, Netflix has a good series that's about this reign. It's called R-E-I-G-N, I should say. 113 years ago today, in 1910, the Boy Scouts of America was founded. Since then, more than 110 million Americans have been participants in BSA programs. 99 years ago today, in 1924, the first execution by lethal gas went down at the Nevada State Prison in Carson City. What is odd about this fact is it wasn't an actual person who was executed. It was a betting ticket, Greek's betting ticket, by the way, as he had the Giants to win over the Senators that year in Major League Baseball.
Nice.
Yeah? True story?
Of course.
Yeah, of course.
87 years ago today, 1936, University of Chicago halfback I'm sorry. I've screwed this up. I wanted to ask Greek if he knew this. I said the first name, so I don't know if we'll get it now. But who was the first person ever to be drafted in the NFL?
Don't know.
Okay, I don't know if it's something you ever heard or not. A good little trivia question,
yeah, it is.
I guess.
Who is it?
So his name was Jay Berwanger, Berwanger, Berwanger. He was the first Heisman Trophy winner, and he was also picked number 1 overall by the Philadelphia Eagles in the first NFL draft. Again, this was in 1936. The thing is, he never played football. His rights were traded after that to the Chicago Bears, but he never played. His contract demands were too much, according to the owner of the Bears at the time.
Wow.
Apparently, he wanted $25,000 for 2 years and a no-cuts contract. They shook hands, parted ways, and he went on, became a foam rubber salesman.
Wow.
I wonder how that worked out.
Yeah, he was ahead of his time. That kind of contract in the 30s, no cut, 2 years.
Yeah, he pulled an Eli.
Yeah. Oh, my
55
God.
years ago today, 1968, the original Planet of the Apes premiered in New York. It starred Charlton Heston, of course, as astronaut George Taylor, and the great Roddy McDowall as the chimpanzee captor Cornelius. 47 years ago today, 1967, Taxi Driver premiered in New York, starring, of course, Robert De Niro and Jodie Foster, and one of Greek's favorite lines.
You talking to me?
You talking to me? 40 years ago today, 1983, the great Wayne Gretzky set a record when he scored 4 goals in 1 period during an NHL All-Star game. 38 years ago today, in 1985, was the last time you heard this. It was the end of the Dukes of Hazzard. It went on for a 6-year run. It ran for, and it had 147 episodes.
I was longer than I remember. I mean, I wasn't a fan of that show. I'm not a fan. I didn't watch it, but 6 years is a long run.
Yeah. 37 years ago today, in 1986, Spud Webb won the NBA Slam Dunk Contest. Remember that one, Greek?
Yeah, I do, man. The smallest guy in the NBA.
Is he I was going to say, he's a little guy, right?
Yep. He was 5'7". That's what made that so
number 4.
Such a big thing. Hopefully I'll get this name right. 29 years ago today, in 1994, Jack Nicholson pulled an Elin Nordegren. Did I say that right? Tiger Woods' ex-wife. when he attacked a guy's windshield with a golf club in a fit of road rage after the other guy cut him off in Hollywood.
I remember that.
Jack eventually reached an undisclosed settlement to avoid a criminal lawsuit.
I do remember that.
And finally on this day, 27 years ago, 1996 is the year Cleveland agreed to drop its lawsuit after the NFL announced that Art Modell could move his NFL franchise to Baltimore, but that he'd have to leave the Browns name behind. 3 years later, Cleveland would get a football franchise back. And that's what happened on this day, February 8th, in our history.
Thank you, Jimmy. We do it once a show to reflect on the day we're in, and maybe bring some good memories back to you or some bad, whatever. But we always hit on it, and there are a lot of things, especially I like the sports ones. I like yesterday's Joe DiMaggio. I heard that a lot in the afternoon when he signed for, was it $100,000?
$100,000. It was the first six-figure contract in Major League Baseball history. That was one of the key factors that I recall on that one.
I think it was 1937.
Something like that, yeah, ballparkish.
That's amazing.
A lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of money now, but for them too, right? I mean, it's not even close to what they're getting these days. But speaking of sports, Aaron Rodgers was on. He was on. Is it McAfee?
Yep.
Show, and he was talking about one of these retreats he's going to go on. And so we've heard about his ayahuasca retreat he did, and he said it changed his life, and he's looking to go on another one. He's going to embark on a 4-day, 4-night darkness retreat.
Yes.
So he said he's going to do this soon after Super Bowl. And I guess he's heard about it from some buddies, and he's like, I got this pretty cool opportunity to do a little self-reflection in isolation. And he feels like after he's done with this retreat, that he will feel like he will be closer to a final decision. And that final decision is what his future is going to be in the NFL. So, we don't know if he's gonna play. I believe he probably is. If he's gonna stay with the Packers, I guess we'll see. But he thinks that this is going to lead him in the right direction. He said that, he wants to get through the week, take his isolation retreat, and just contemplate on all the things in his future. And he thinks that way he'll be able to make a good decision that's best for him moving forward.
He's on this podcast every week. It's a very, very successful podcast. This is where he puts all his stuff out there. Last year he talked about when he was on mushrooms. This is a tough thing to do. He will get food brought into him, but it will be in total darkness.
Yep, the dark retreat, if you're not familiar with this, I did a little research on it knowing we were going to talk about this. So apparently is an unparalleled experience in intense seclusion in which the practitioner is deprived of all light and sensory distractions and thus plunges into a deep witnessing awareness of the mind and eventually experiences the perception of the inner light of pure consciousness. So, yeah, it's 4 days of nothing but darkness. Retreating in complete darkness is a practice common to many of the ancient and contemporary spiritual traditions across the world. Dark retreats have provided revelation and illumination to countless practitioners who have sought the inner light. This advanced practice requires your full commitment and previous meditation experience. In the dark, there are no substances, no plant medicine, no tobacco, no drugs, no coffee allowed to reveal the inner light. Franny had mentioned it because it was also part. I think twice a day they're going to bring him food, and they slide it through a little slot in the door that he can have. But otherwise, you're just in complete darkness. You can leave anytime you want. You're not forced into it. So, I mean, if it's too much for you and you've got to go, you can get out of there. And of course, you could have bathroom time, and all that type thing. You don't have to sit in a diaper or anything. But that's,
do you think you can do it?
No way. You kidding me?
Franny?
No.
I'd go nuts.
Really? I think you would. Because you got such willpower.
For 4 days in the dark by myself? No, I wouldn't want to do it.
It's not that breaks.
I mean, if somebody was like, if I was stuck and forced to do it, then I would make myself go through it. But, maybe paid. You know what reminds me?
We use this as in prison for punishment.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I mean, that's the weird thing about it. By the way, if you want to hear what Aaron had to say about it, yeah.
It's 4 nights of complete darkness. It's a darkness retreat. I've had, a number of friends who've done it and had some profound experiences, and it's something that's been on my radar for a few years now, and I felt like it'd be awesome to do regardless of where I was leaning. It's coming up in a couple weeks. It's a room. It's a little house. There's a 2-way, like a little slot that they'll drop in some food for you. No music, no nothing. Just myself.
No, I couldn't imagine that.
No, it just does not. I mean, if you've done it before, to each his own, it's just not something that I would choose to do. You know what it kind of reminds me of, if we bring back Yellowstone, when Casey went on that ritual and they put him by himself for like a few days, right? And he had like these visions. They call like crying for a vision is what it was. It kind of reminds me of that. But this is one of those things. Like, I'm curious how much Aaron Rodgers is paying for this retreat. I'm just curious, because if it's just you alone, right, in a secluded, dark room, and they feed you here and there, wouldn't you think this is something that you could just do on your own? Like, if this is something that you're wanting to do?
Yeah. You can do it in your house.
Yeah, but you still need people. I mean, the one where I got the info from was an actual retreat that offers this, right?
And I'm sure that's the same he's doing.
I didn't see the, I don't know if it was the same one, because I looked up a couple articles just to find out exactly what it was and what was involved.
Yeah.
But any which way, this particular one, they bring you all kinds of different foods if you want, like certain blends. It was all vegan diet, so they'll work with you in different things that way. So I guess, I mean, you could do it on your own, I suppose.
I'm thinking 50,000.
Because you said, right? I mean, there's not certain drugs or teas or anything that he's taking to go along with this journey. Yeah, it's just him and his thoughts.
Yeah,
I'm going to say 50 grand.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
12 grand a day,
something like that.
It's just a guess. I could be way off.
I don't know.
I mean, if it's a private thing and it's in where they handle celebrities and all that, and I could be wrong. It could be 100 grand.
What, didn't he say Rome? In that clip, I thought I heard that twice when I was. When I got the audio and then when we just played it, I thought he said it was in Rome, but maybe I misheard what it was. But not that it matters, I guess. But it could be more expensive over there in Europe.
Maybe he's gonna get some pasta.
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm guessing. I would like to see how much it is too. I mean, just curious. But yeah, I'm thinking. But you could do it in your house and have your friend bring you food. I mean, call Uber Eats and just sit in your bedroom for 4 days.
Have you heard? So there's a place called True Rest around here, and I know they have them at a lot of places, but they look like those capsules, and you float in them.
Okay.
So there's water, and obviously it's got enough. They say it's like the Dead Sea, right? It's got enough salt in it where you're actually floating, and you're in this little capsule, and it's like a 60-minute float spa session.
Okay.
And
no, I haven't heard of this.
And everything. Your ears are submerged. If you want, you can play music. If not, you just sit there and just complete silence, floating in this capsule. And they say it's supposed to have like a lot of benefits. It's supposed to help like de-stress and relax and stuff like that. They say helps improve sleep, but they also claim that it's got a lot of things where it helps you with like mental clarity or things if you're going through something like that.
Yeah, and what is that?
And this is only 60 minutes.
How much is that? How much is that? Does it say?
It's like I don't know. You look. There's so many ones. I know the one locally is called True Rest here, but it's not the thousands. I think it's less than $100.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh, so then maybe I'm way off.
No, but this is a 4-day retreat. Like he's going somewhere. This is, like I said, you got to. It looks like a capsule, and they close you in it, and it's water, and you float.
Is that where Eleven goes to find the upside down? Because that sounds exactly what they talk about in that show in Stranger Things, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Except that the water has to be a certain temperature, and it has to have all the salt in it too.
It's zero gravity environment is what it calls. Because I know I am not a floater. I don't float very well. As a kid, I would just always sink. But yeah, no, it's the same thing. Yeah, it has, and I'm sure there's more to it than that. But it looks pretty cool.
Franny is not a floater.
I'm not.
Not buoyant, eh?
I'm not buoyant.
Yeah. Rodgers wants to keep his name out there. That's why he's doing it again. Brady retires this week, Super Bowl week, where there's so much hype. Rodgers could do this and not even go on a podcast and mention anything, and nobody would even know he's doing it. But he wants to keep his name out there. 877-927-6969. Let us know if you've done anything like this. We'd like to hear. You could also text us at Real Radio 47142 or email Jimmy at realradio921.com. And do you think you could do this? Could you stay isolated for 4 days? That's tough.
We've done studies where Americans can't be away from their phone for 15 minutes and they go nuts.
Oh, yeah.
I can't imagine going to a retreat for 4 days and being in complete darkness, no sound or anything. You can't even listen to music and I can't. No, I can't imagine.
No.
The best part of the story is when you said we do that for punishment.
Yeah, we do.
We're paying for it. Now you're paying for this. Somebody came up with this scam.
I'm curious to hear about what it's like afterwards, like how he feels about it, and if he makes it the full 4 days.
I think he will. He's definitely has a lot of willpower, passion, and also he's he's a strong-minded guy, so I think he could do it. And maybe not. I mean, who the hell knows? I mean, at the end of the day, but I think he wants everybody to know what he's doing. He was at a golf
But like
tournament.
you said, I mean, he's on this show quite often.
Every
so yeah. So this is something that's going to spark conversation.
Of course.
I don't know if he's really like, oh, I'm going to talk about this and do this because I want everybody to know. I mean, obviously he's broadcasting it out there. I just think he's truly that kind of guy.
Yeah, I mean, last year when he came out, the NFL was not happy about it, but he said his whole experience with mushrooms and doing that, and they felt it was bad. We talked about this, Jimmy. The NFL was mad because they thought it was a bad influence for kids who really look up to him to experience different kind of drugs.
Did Aaron Rodgers do mushrooms or was it the ayahuasca? He did mushrooms too?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's spoken about it.
Okay.
I believe he talked about that when he was on with Joe Rogan some time ago.
I thought it was the ayahuascas, which is a psychedelic too.
He's done that too. Yeah,
he's done them both.
Yeah.
Okay.
But again, he's, the last 4 or 5 years, he's been a little bit more outspoken about his life, which he's obviously allowed to do.
I know a lot of people that are, it's like the holistic kind of different way of dealing with stress, mental health, even actual physical health issues. I have a girlfriend and I used to bartend with her and she was very about cosmetic surgery and this and that and had like just, you just wouldn't expect it from her. Very materialistic. And then something happened in her life. I don't know what it is, but now she's going kind of down this Aaron Rodgers lifestyle. Like she goes to all these retreats and events that are out of the country, out of the state. Wow. She does ayahuasca. She's even done the, help me, the frog venom one. I can't remember what that's called.
Yeah. I remember us talking about it.
Yeah, and it's kind of more of like a hippie, I call it granola kind of vibe that she has, but from following her feed and what she does, I haven't talked to her on a personal level. It's just seeing what she does on Facebook. She considers it a healing process from whatever she was going on in her life.
I mean, I've always said this. Anything you do to make you feel better, there isn't anything wrong with it. I mean, it's you, and if it makes you feel better, you want to do something, go ahead.
You're not hurting anybody else.
Yeah.
Why not? I mean, this isn't, if that's what Aaron Rodgers wants to put himself through, God bless you.
Yeah.
I mean, for a lot of times when we hear things like this, I'll speak for myself, it seems very foreign or different or odd. Like Jimmy said, this is a form of, could be punishment. But I mean, and again, I would love to find out the price. I really would, because I would be, and I hope I'm wrong. I hope it's not $12,500 a day and it's $50,000. But I mean, again, celebrities, movie stars, politicians, they'll pay big money for all this stuff and they'll want to do it. And obviously they'll keep his name out of it, where he's going to go. Where he's doing it in privacy, which is always a big thing for a celebrity. It is the Penthouse. A lot going on today. Don't forget, at 11:45, you get tickets for Honda Classic. One-day passes. That's a great event you'll definitely enjoy. And then at 12:35, we got Laura Corn calling us in, and she's a love expert going to help us. And then at 1:35, I'm giving advice. My God, this is awesome today. There's only one house, baby. It is the Penthouse. Jimmy, Francis, and that other guy. What is coming up with Florida stories?
Well, I have an update. Do you remember that one woman who was, she got stuck in that cell after cleaning, the 72-year-old lady?
A couple weeks ago.
So, yeah, I have an update on her. Then I have a criminal got busted because he left something behind. Basically, it was just like, here, come find me. This is my address. And then a trash company accidentally threw away a bunch of stuff that belonged to a family. I'll give you all the details when we get back on Real Radio 92.1.
The visual aid you need for all the freaky stuff we talk about on the radio. Find it at realradio921.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Skies are partly cloudy as we move through our Wednesday. It's still comfortable out there. Low humidity and dew point temperatures, so feeling very nice. Temperatures are in the upper 70s as we move throughout the day. We're going to slowly warm up, though, for the rest of the week. Back in the low 80s by Friday before a cold front moves in on Saturday.
This report is sponsored by Red Pilled America.
Who doesn't love to hear good stories? Stories that captivate your heart, stories that make you laugh, or perhaps stories that set the record straight. That's what we do at Red Pilled America. We tell stories. Join us on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts. That's Red Pilled America.
Joint pain. It's something that can literally stop us in our tracks. At Florida Joint Pain Experts, we offer a revolutionary specialized course of treatment perfected over 10 years that can eliminate your pain. Our regenerative therapies actually repair damaged tissue, restoring the joint and eliminating the pain, not masking it with drugs or risky invasive surgery. If you suffer with joint pain, arthritis, age, degeneration, or a sports injury and have been told you need knee, hip, shoulder, or back surgery, Florida Joint Pain Experts offers revolutionary non-surgical solutions with actual regrowth of your own tissue with no downtime and long-lasting results. Call right now and set up your free examination with one of our highly specialized doctors at one of our 8 leading-edge clinics in Palm Beach, Broward, and Miami. Experience VIP medical care at its best. Call right now and see how you can get your first treatment free. Call 800-262-6117. That's 800-262-6117. 800-262-6117.
I'm Martin Hope, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I love Navage. I've told you about how your nose is the body's air filter, that Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs, and that Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like Josh, quote, "After walking around my whole life being a mouth breather, I was excited to try Navage. I read the directions carefully, pressed the button, and oh my gosh, what a sensation. So much mucus, so much crud, but oh sweet, merciful air, I can finally breathe you through my nose. Never have I ever taken such an amazing breath in my life. This is a life changer," unquote. He's one of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage, the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and online. Navage, Navage, clean nose, healthy life.
Every small business owner knows business happens everywhere. The office, the warehouse, or on the road. And no matter where it takes you, there's one solution to help your business thrive. Comcast Business Complete Connectivity. It's the largest, fastest, reliable network with advanced gig speed Wi-Fi and cyber threat protection in one solution. Plus, add Comcast Business Mobile and you can save up to 60% a year on your wireless bill. Get started for just $40 a month for 12 months with no annual contract when you add mobile. And ask how to get up to a $750 prepaid card.
Flight 291 is now boarding.
Yep, you're going places. And when you get there, be ready to do business. The complete connectivity solution from the company that powers more small businesses than any other provider. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Ends 2/21/2023. Restrictions apply. Requires EcoBill and AutoPay. New 100 megabits per second internet and Comcast Business Security Edge customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra. After 12 months, regular rates apply. Gig internet required for gig Wi-Fi. Mobile savings compares pricing of top 3 carriers.
On the free iHeartRadio app, you never pay to hear what you love, and you never wait to hear what you want. Save your money, save your time, and listen anywhere. Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if a prescription is appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for full details and important safety information.
Looking for a real solution for ED?
So are we.
At forhims.com/radio, you can get access to the trusted generic versions of proven treatments for ED, like Viagra, for 95% less than the brand name price.
That's right, 95% less.
I was prescribed the generic for Viagra, and Hims shipped it directly to me for free in discreet packaging. I didn't have to go to the pharmacy, deal with insurance, or wait ages for an in-person appointment. The Hims process is super convenient, totally private, and 100% online. After you complete a simple medical intake at forhims.com/radio, a licensed medical provider assesses your information and determines if treatment might be right for you. Hims made it so simple to get access to treatment for my ED. Now, I feel like myself again.
And we feel like us again.
Start your free trial today at forhims.com/radio. That's forhims.com/radio for your free visit. forhims.com/radio.
We know that aging is not for the faint of heart, but the Landing of Lake Worth celebrates the rewards of aging and tackles the challenges head on. We believe life should be joyful at every stage, so we have a unique focus on wellness of mind, body, and spirit, bringing an unparalleled sense of optimism to residents and their families. Come home to personalized assisted living and memory care services at the Landing of Lake Worth, where happiness never grows old. Visit thelandingoflakeworth.com for more information. That's thelandingoflakeworth.com.
Step back in time at the Florida Renaissance Festival. Now featuring 8 glorious weekends of unpredictable merriment and mayhem. With entertainment, food, and fun for the whole family. There are even adult beverages. The Florida Renaissance Festival celebrates a different and exciting theme each and every weekend in February and March at Quiet Waters Park and Deerfield Beach. Tickets available now at ren-fest.com. Sponsored in part by Comcast.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
Crash in Boynton Beach on 95. This is on the exit ramp from northbound 95 to Boynton Beach Boulevard. FHP reports it's off to the shoulder on that ramp, but still could cause you a bit of a slowdown. Turnpike is now accident-free. I'm Joel Malcolm.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm.
Mattress Firm's President's Day sale is here. Shop and save up to $500 on Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets. Plus, get a $300 instant gift good towards sleep accessories. Find your dream bed at Mattress Firm. Then cozy up on your new bed because there's nothing better than staying in.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
At RealRadio921.com. And good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
Listening to you guys talk about Aaron Rodgers and this darkness retreat, I'm pretty sure we already have this in the American penal system. It's called solitary confinement. When you do something wrong in prison, they lock you in a little cell and they give you your food. What's the matter with this guy? Be normal. Go to jail and do something wrong there. They'll lock you in a dark room. Peace, Penthouse.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It's exactly what Jimmy said. I mean, we know that, everybody, and but he wants to pay a lot of money for it and say it's a retreat. And I don't know, maybe we'll try to throw an interception in a dark room. We'll see what happens. He'll probably come out and say he's going to go to Raiders. He was at a golf tournament this week, and the only thing he said is, I'm not going to San Francisco. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello, and good morning.
And Francis is here.
Hey, and I know, Jimmy, you did too. I did some research on it. I guess depending on where you go, some of those darkness retreats were only like a few $100.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
The ones that I saw was like $110 a night.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, was
so
not
then
bad.
I was way off.
Yeah.
Obviously, I thought it was like this big, to-do thing, and it was going to be a big, big price tag.
Well, we have this perception, right, that where they're going
Sure.
and the fact that it's a celebrity. So we instantly think that whatever they do is going to be, add a zero to anything we would do. And I get that because I would have thought the same thing. If you asked me to take a guess at it, I would have thought something, similar to that anyway.
Just been speculation about him, too. He's a little tight with the buck. So then when I started thinking about it, I said, I don't know if he's going to go for $50,000. Some of his girlfriends have said that to him about being with him. But again, all speculations, rumors, who knows? I don't know. It's time for some Florida stories.
Florida.
Did you say
Florida? I'm from Florida.
WTF.
What the Florida?
Well, we'll start with somewhat of an update. Her name is Livia Dedinas, and that is the 72-year-old woman who was locked inside the Orange County courthouse, and it was a holding cell for 3 days last weekend. I cannot imagine. So clearly
Like a
nobody...
retreat.
Like a retreat. In the darkness.
Was Aaron Rodgers there?
Yeah, so she's in this holding cell. She's cleaning it out, and whoops, the door shuts behind her, and I guess she did not realize that door was going to lock, and nobody was there to help her out. Well, obviously, she said it was a very scary situation. She calls it a nightmare is what she called it, and I can only imagine. But just feeling so helpless, right? No food and no water.
Yeah.
I think they said she was drinking water from a faucet or something, so I take back that no water thing, if I do recall from the story last week. But yeah, she is planning on taking legal action.
Really?
Yep.
Even though she did it.
She is. She said this situation keeps on replaying over and over and again in her mind. She's diabetic. She was stuck without her phone, no food, just a small amount of drinking water. And I guess, there was no way for her to do anything. So they say she has been traumatized from this situation.
You can sue anybody or any company for anything. Maybe she'll win. I don't know. Maybe they'll write her a check, and they won't even go to court.
So according to an attorney, it looks like she entered at like 5 p.m. in order to, I guess, okay, so what happens? So they have a system. This private security company does. When she entered at 5 p.m. on Friday, in order to get keys, she gives them her driver's license and she signs a log, right? Mm-hmm. Well, the attorney said all the cleaning crew is supposed to return at 10 p.m. to give the key back and retrieve the driver's license before signing out. Well, her driver's license still sitting there. Her log unsigned. They have a system in place. How did they blow through so many stop signs? If they're supposed to go through each floor of the courthouse, there should be a log on each floor that shows that they walk this floor at this time. So I guess they said there's procedures in place so stuff like this should not happen. And so they got a leg to stand on. Yep. I guess we will see. It does not say how much she's looking to sue for, but kind of sounds like she's got a case if that's...
Yeah, well, if that's... I mean, when you first heard her story, you just thought, oh, I did anyway. It was a misunderstanding. She made a mistake, and it's done. But again, people start talking to people, and they say, hey, maybe you can sue.
Well, no, yeah, you log in is what she said. You give them their key or your license, they give you the keys, and then you're supposed to check out. And if, I'm sure people... If there's a license still sitting there and the keys aren't returned, you should be like, hey, I wonder where she's at. We should go check on her.
I understand that, but I'm saying I wouldn't think that you would have a lawsuit, you know what I mean, to sue them. So good for her. She could win, and I'm sure they'll work something out.
Yep. And then we have a Florida man who broke into a Palm Coast gas station and stole some stuff. Well, he is not a very good criminal because he left his debit card behind. Uh-huh.
These people crack me up.
Deputies responded to the business after its alarm went off. This was early Sunday morning, and they found that the front door of the business was unlocked. Inside the empty gas station, they found a debit card with the name Lance Kurtz on the counter near the register. So I wonder if he was trying to pay for it.
That's what he tells them. I left my card. You should have used it.
Yeah, they're like, there's nobody here. Could have paid for it.
Yeah.
The gas station owner ended up reviewing surveillance video, and it showed him entering the store from the back, taking multiple items, and then unlocking the front door and leaving. Not very good. He should have went back out of the back.
Yeah, I mean, you went out the back way. You don't want to leave too much.
This guy's a winner.
He is. Law enforcement actually said they recognized him from a previous vehicle fire near the gas station that happened earlier in the night.
Did he leave a note? Get whatever you want. It's on me.
They spoke with him, who was found in the same location as his disabled vehicle. So I guess his car caught fire. Cops went there. I don't know what happened. Then he left and broke into the business. Yeah. He
this
admitted.
guy just has no luck.
No, he does not. Right? Can't even steal without getting busted.
Come on.
Yeah, he admitted to breaking into the business and taking the items. And he did tell deputies he left behind his debit card so he could go back to the business and pay for the items later.
Can I get that back, please?
No, he was like, I left it because I was going to come back and I was going to pay for it. So
imagine they're putting him in
plausible.
It's called collateral.
They're putting him in the cop car and he's got like bending his head in there and he's like, hey, could you get my debit card? I just want to make sure I pay for everything.
How do you bend your head?
Well, they put your head into the car. Bend your head.
Thought I'd ask.
Oh, yeah. It's good question, Jimmy. Good question.
I'm putting my hands behind my back, get ready to be tied up. So good.
And then a trash company accidentally, this was Dade City, accidentally threw away some stuff that they were not supposed to. So I guess this happened. Well, I don't guess. I know what happened at Barry and Susie Court. And they're very upset about this situation. So they placed some of their front porch furniture and they said in window screens in the front yard while they were getting their home pressure washed.
Oh, my God.
Uh-huh.
And the garbage came and...
So when the workers were behind the house, the garbage truck pulled up and they collected all the stuff that was in their yard, their furniture. They loaded it all to the back of the truck. They had to look back because they were like, what happened to everything? So they saw this on security video. They said they had 4 pieces of outdoor wicker furniture, a glass top table, 2 antique rocking chairs, and 3 window screens. They said all that they left was our welcome mat. They immediately reached out to the Waste Connections of East Pasco and spoke with the customer service. And they were just like, they say they were asked if they had a bulk item picked up. And they were like, they said yes. And they were like, oh, it wasn't trash. If it was trash, it would be sitting next to my trash can.
Oh.
And when did the trash company start picking up a whole yard full of furniture? Well, they said that they told the supervisor. Wow. Uh-huh. They were told that a supervisor would call back, but no one did. They kept calling. The company sent out another worker to discuss the situation. They're like, he kind of laughed at us and didn't offer us anything to make it right.
Huh.
So they kept on fighting this. And they were like, maybe you got to take this as a civil matter. And they were very frustrated about this whole situation. They're saying like some of this stuff is, they've had for a long time, like antique kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. Well, it was about close to $1,000 worth of stuff that was thrown away that they know of, right? Who knows? It could have been worth more. So they're saying that they are going to reimburse them
all right.
for that amount. But I guess their things are long gone.
That's an amazing story because a lot of times we've all left stuff out and they don't take it.
I know.
Yeah, trying to get them to pick
And it's
up
next to my garbage.
And now these guys are going in the lawn.
Yeah, it was,
and
like,
grab stuff.
it was on their lawn,
Yeah.
and like in the middle of their lawn, and it gets taken. But you're right. I've had stuff sit next to my mailbox or my garbage forever. I was like, anybody gonna take it?
Yeah, and you're always like, why did they take it?
Yep.
Everybody's got different stories. This is a situation, like I said, they should
You
definitely.
know this is in somebody's house right now. They're like, ooh, that's nice.
One of the garbage guys probably took it. I mean, you see people all the time if you ever leave stuff. I know I have a PJ in my other house down south, and not garbage. I see cars pull up and take stuff.
Oh, no, I have. There's a lady who lives like 4 or 5 houses down, and I see her all the time snooping at people's garbage to see.
Sure.
I do all the time.
Oh, yeah.
But
It's rarely I put something out on the curb and somebody doesn't come get it. You know, if it's not just regular garbage.
Uh-huh.
you know,
Even a
just
piece of furniture.
items that we're cleaning out.
People refurbish things all the time.
Oh, yeah.
But this is the thing, like the fact that this is big pieces of furniture.
Yeah.
That they couldn't go back and be like, oh wait, we've heard stories. Well, they will go and dig through garbage and find a ring.
Yeah.
You know?
You're right.
So I'm surprised that they were just like, yeah, sorry.
Take it easy.
Yeah. Take it easy is exactly what they said. And that is your What the Florida.
It is the Penthouse on a Wednesday. Don't forget at 12:35 we have Laura Korn calling us, author about love, and she'll give you some insight. The big day is coming up Tuesday, but every day, if you're in love, should be a big day. Appreciate who you have. It is the Penthouse. We'll be back in a few minutes.
Rover's Morning Glory.
Charlie, you said you were on the toilet all last night. The consistency was what?
Foam, which I've
Foam.
never really experienced before. It sounded and just looked like I was just spraying like a can of Barbasol into my toilet.
There is a diagnosis here
Yeah, what do you have?
from a doctor. He says he's seen this before. This is definitely a symptom of swallowing too much semen, Charlie.
Oh. Okay.
Gotta get your pommick stumped.
My stomach stumped?
Gotta get your stomach pumped.
Rover's Morning Glory.
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10 on Real Radio 92.1 for the Palm Beaches and 101.7 for the Treasure Coast.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Skies are partly cloudy as we move through our Wednesday. It's still comfortable out there. Low humidity and dew point temperatures, so feeling very nice. Temperatures are in the upper 70s as we move throughout the day. We're going to slowly warm up, though, for the rest of the week. Back in the low 80s by Friday before a cold front moves in on Saturday.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm.
Mattress Firm's President's Day sale is here. Shop and save up to $500 on Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets. Plus, get a $300 instant gift, good towards sleep accessories. Find your dream bed at Mattress Firm. Then cozy up on your new bed, because there's nothing better than staying in.
I'll second guest dinners with friends because they can be interrupted by diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or oily stools. It turns out I have EPI, or exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, which means I'm missing the enzymes needed to digest food. My doctor prescribed Creon, pancrelipase, an oral prescription medication that replaces pancreatic digestive enzymes. Creon treats EPI due to cystic fibrosis, chronic pancreatitis, pancreatectomy, or other conditions.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall, if you're allergic to pork, or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor and always with food. Do not chew capsules, as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon.
Creon is the #1 prescribed EPI treatment. Ask your doctor about Creon for EPI and visit creoninfo.com or call 800-633-9110 to learn more. That's CREONinfo.com.
Hayes the Greek for Supreme Street Golf Carts, 2411 North Federal Highway in Delray. If you want a golf cart, new or used, and you want it custom, and you want to be a baller, there's only one place to be. That is Supreme Street Golf Carts, 2411 North Federal Highway. And on Friday, February 10th, the Penthouse will be live for the big game. That's right, and it's a big show at Supreme Street Golf Carts. Stop by Friday and see us, 10 to 2. It's Francis and the Greek at Supreme Street Golf Carts. Be a baller. Get your next golf cart at Supreme. Peace.
This week at Macy's, find Valentine's Day gifts for all your loves, like fragrance gift sets they'll adore. Plus, take an extra 15% off with your coupon or Macy's card. On top of beautiful jewelry finds, now 35 to 70% off. And 25% off decadent chocolate from Godiva. Macy's Star Rewards members earn on every purchase except gift card services and fees. More at Macys.com/Star Rewards. Savings off sale and clearance prices. Exclusions apply.
And now another no-brainer money-saving tip from Progressive.
Looks like your luggage is over 50 pounds. Is there anything you can take out?
Oh, yeah. Let me just toss all these $20 bills.
Great. Let me grab you a trash can.
Stop. Instead of throwing money away, move some clothes into a carry-on. And here's a better tip from Progressive on how not to waste money. Don't pay too much for car insurance. Drivers who switch and save could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary.
I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I love Navage. I've told you about how your nose is the body's air filter, that Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs, and that Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like Tara, quote, "My doctor wanted me to do saline rinses for my allergies, but I've never been able to successfully use a neti pot. Navage uses suction power, so it's foolproof. There are nights when I'll have particularly bothersome allergies. I'll bust it out, and the results are immediate. It's such a relief. It's become a lifesaver." Unquote. She's one of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage, the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and online. Navage, Navage, clean nose, healthy life.
At Morgan & Morgan, the fee is free. You don't pay us anything unless we win your case.
Score big for the big game with a tailgate party pack at Duffy's Sports Grill. Pre-order your game day eats at your favorite Duffy's and receive double points when you order online. Now through Saturday, February 11th for pickup prior to the big game on Sunday, February 12th. Build your own party pack with Duffy's award-winning traditional jumbo or boneless wings, cheeseburger sliders, sideline baskets, and much more. Duffy's Sports Grill. Away game to go. Pre-order now.
This is Miami's Mike Gesicki, number 88, and I'll see you at Duffy's Sports Grill.
Duffy's. Our game is always on.
Hey, it's Greek for Tito's Handmade Vodka. Over 20 years ago, the first batch of Tito's Handmade Vodka was made in the heart of Austin, Texas. And tomorrow's batch will be too. Tito's Handmade Vodka makes the good stuff for good times. Find recipes, videos, and more at titosvodka.com. The big game is coming up, and everybody wants to know who's going to be the winner. Well, if you got Tito's in your team, you're always a winner. Tito's Handmade Vodka. Peace.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
Crash in Boynton Beach on 95. This is on the exit ramp from northbound 95 to Boynton Beach Boulevard. FHP reports it's off to the shoulder on that ramp, but still could cause you a bit of a slowdown. Turnpike is now accident-free. I'm Joel Mountain.
This report is sponsored by Red Pilled America.
Who doesn't love to hear good stories? Stories that captivate your heart, stories that make you laugh, or perhaps stories that set the record straight. That's what we do at Red Pilled America. We tell stories. Join us on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts. That's Red Pilled America.
You're listening to Real Radio 92.1, and we are an iHeartRadio station. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Wednesday. Hope you guys are having a good day. 11:45, your chance to win tickets to the Honda Classic. That's coming up February 20th through the 26th. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello, and good morning.
Francis is here.
Hey, what's up?
And you guys can get involved. First of all, you go to our website, Real TV. Check us out in the studio, sponsored by Monroe's of Palm Beach. And don't forget, Monroe's this weekend. They got a big party on Saturday night, Mardi Gras. And then Sunday, it's the big game. Get over there, enjoy the game. If your team doesn't win, you're a winner because you're at Monroe's. Monroe's is open 7 days a week till 5 a.m. Girls, girls, girls. All right, so I have, over the years, had a difficult time. I don't want to say sleeping. I don't sleep much. And a buddy of mine told me a thing to possibly do, and it's for an anxiety, he thinks, and stuff you have on your mind. So he said, you should write everything down. He read this article. It's called Brain Dumping. And it's on your mind. Put it on a piece of paper. Wait like 15 minutes, and then try to go to sleep. Shut off every single thing, because I leave my TV on, which is a bad habit. Shut down your phones completely, or have your phones in a different room, and then try to relax and fall asleep. So I've tried this a couple nights.
You notice any difference?
Not really. It still took me...
It might take some time.
Yeah, definitely took. But I have done it for 3 nights in a row. Wrote down things that are on my mind, about 5 or 6 things every night. And he said it works for him, so I did try it. And like I said, I don't sleep long. I would say I sleep 6 hours longest, maybe 7 if it's a good night. But I don't know. We'll see. I mean, but again, you got to shut down all your stuff, which they always tell you to do.
So I've heard about this before. So the whole practice of it, and yes, it's more in theory, and hopefully it does work, is the stuff that you're jotting down is supposed to free up space in your mind.
That's what he said.
So you take it out, you put it on a piece of paper, and hopefully it will.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you have to also not just do it, you have to believe that it's going to work. Too.
Yeah, and like I said, I think the last couple nights, I've done 3 nights, and every time it's been about 6 or 7 things, that I write down. So I don't know. I mean, yeah, you write it, but I think when you're writing it too, then you start thinking about it a little bit more for a minute. And then you go to the next thing and stuff like that. We'll see. I mean, it doesn't go
3 in the morning and I'm still writing.
4:30. You're like, what the hell time did I go
And
to
then
bed?
this happened. And then this happened. Then this happened.
So when you do a brain, it sounds so weird, a brain dump. When you do, you're supposed to it's supposed to only be like 5-10 minutes max. So don't let it go too long.
Oh, mine doesn't go long.
And then
I would say not even 5 minutes. Just stuff that, is on my mind. And it could be anything. It could be work. It could be personal. It could be finance. It could be something that's just on your mind.
So by writing it down, it clears it from your mind. That's the idea behind it. And you can lay down and you won't be thinking about it anymore.
That's what they say. I don't know if it's true, but I think what Francis said is the main part is that you have to believe it, like everything else. You know what I mean? And then you have to go to complete darkness. And I never do that. Like, I'll have a candle lit a lot of times and have the TV on, stuff like that I'll do.
Yeah, I was guilty of that for a long time, and I started making sure my TV is off at least 30 minutes before I go to bed.
You can put on a timer.
And I've noticed a more sound sleep.
Yeah, put it on a timer. I think that's the better thing. And then while you're sleeping, then
that's an easy way to deal with that.
Yeah.
Just a suggestion, though, G. You may want to put the fire out. just an idea. Just going out on a limb. No, ain't got a dog in this race.
That's a good idea.
I
just might want to do that.
Yeah.
All right. I love the candle smell. And I guess in my mind, it relaxes me a little.
Oh, no. That idea, the aromatherapy part of it is fine. It's the fire part.
Yes.
Hey, again, do what you want, pal.
Things can happen.
Just a suggestion.
Things can happen. Maybe I don't know, by accident, maybe you sleepwalk, or maybe you just turn and just whack it over and you don't realize, and then the whole house is on fire. And not just that, you live in a condo, so then everybody's place is on fire. So you may want to do that. Yeah, they have these really cool things if you like smells. Have you ever seen the waxy? Your wife sells something similar where it's just like wax, and then it's got like a bulb that heats it up.
Okay.
So it's not necessarily a fire.
It's
a warmer. Yeah, and so you get the aroma of the candle itself without a fire.
Okay. I've never had something like that. Yeah, I do it every night. I light a candle sometimes. Not every night, but I would say maybe 5-6 nights a week.
You should probably blow it out before you go to bed.
Yeah, sometimes.
Just an idea.
I know, maybe. I have thought about that. I keep it in the sink, though.
Well,
that's a weird place.
Anybody buying this crap? Anybody?
No.
I keep my sunglasses in the freezer.
I keep it in the sink.
Sunglasses, this way you put them on at school.
Talk about a brain dump.
Don't you need a brain to do a brain dump? I'm just saying. I don't know. Maybe it works. Maybe it doesn't. We'll see. I don't know how many nights I'm going to do it.
Might as well keep trying. You said you've just a couple times.
Yeah, but I do notice the first 3 things. The first 3 nights, it's basically the same stuff on my list. So, well,
it means you're constantly thinking about it.
Yeah. Like number 1, obviously, we know what that is. Francis.
I was going to say money.
I didn't know that.
Jimmy
I wasn't
Stu.
going that way.
Andrew. We'll see. Maybe you can look for. But I think what you said is the whole thing. You got to really believe, okay, this is out of my mind. I'm going to do it. I don't dream much, or I guess you do dream every night. They say,
that's what they say.
But you don't
dreams.
remember your dreams. So we'll see. I don't know. I think my method of sleeping isn't good. I don't think it's ever been good.
Your method? What method is that?
It's just I sleep reversing your eyes.
You sleep reverse?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Like I don't sleep.
Oh my God.
I know. What does that mean?
I don't sleep like the bed's there, right? And
Yeah. So you sleep with your head at the foot of the bed?
Yeah. And I'm watching TV. So
like this. I could just imagine you with your hand or your head in your hands on your elbows watching TV.
And my little G pajamas.
But you have a pillow.
Of course, I got about 10.
So it doesn't make a difference. You're still laying on the bed.
I know, but I don't think it's good that you're sleeping the wrong way. Maybe that's why the whole day goes different for me.
Maybe that's why you're so
No,
backwards.
that's not the reason. Trust me. That's not it.
You think there's other stuff?
Maybe.
But I never slept that way until I moved got moved into this place. I always slept the normal way. You know, you pillow at the end of the bed, you sleep. This place, for some reason, I don't. And then there are nights sometimes I'll sleep on the patio, which is not good because I can fall off, or the floor. So there's been 3 ways, but I don't sleep the regular traditional way where, you know, the bed's there and your pillows. I have the pillows, but I'm not sleeping. And I don't think that's a good thing either. You know, and I've tried sometimes like to sleep the other way, and I'm like, yeah, it's just uncomfortable. Something I got to break out of.
So why don't you maybe turn your bed around?
I could move.
Yeah, good idea.
Then I won't be able to see you on TV.
It'll make you feel like you're sleeping the right way.
Oh, man, it's great working with you. It is the Penthouse. It is a Wednesday. We'll come back on a trifecta. 11:45, tickets to the Honda Classic, baby. We'll be back. Peace.
Letting you know what girls talk about when the boys are not around. It's Pillow Talk with Franny and Megan. Friday nights at 7 on Real Radio 92.1 and always available online at realradio921.com/Pillow Talk.
Hey, it's the Greek, and Real Radio wants you to score some red zone revenue. Your shot to score $1,000 is coming up at 5 past the hour on Real Radio.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Skies are partly cloudy as we move through our Wednesday. It's still comfortable out there. Low humidity and dew point temperatures, so feeling very nice. Temperatures are in the upper 70s as we move throughout the day. We're going to slowly warm up, though, for the rest of the week. Back in the low 80s by Friday before a cold front moves in on Saturday.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm.
Mattress Firm's President's Day sale is here. Shop and save up to $500 on Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets. Plus, get a $300 instant gift, good towards sleep accessories. Find your dream bed at Mattress Firm. Then cozy up on your new bed, because there's nothing better than staying in.
The car market went crazy high during COVID, then it came down crazy hard, and now I believe it's coming back up. Call me crazy, call me a gambler, but I'm buying cars higher than I was a month ago because I think that they're firming back up. The highest price of the year of the 30 years I've been doing GiveMeTheVin.com is spring, and spring is right around the corner. Sell me your car at GiveMeTheVin.com.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Hey, it's the Greek from Monroe's Big Weekend. New Orleans-inspired entertainment. Mardi Gras comes to Monroe's big contest. Lady with the most beads wins $250. And Sunday is the big game and the watch party. Where would you rather watch the game than with beautiful ladies, great entertainment, and great food? It's the big game and it's the watch parties. It's at Monroe's, February 12th. It's a big weekend. There's only one place to be, baby. Monroe's. Peace.
Every small business owner knows business happens everywhere. The office, the warehouse, or on the road. And no matter where it takes you, there's one solution to help your business thrive. Comcast Business Complete Connectivity. It's the largest, fastest, reliable network with advanced gig speed Wi-Fi and cyber threat protection in one solution. Plus, add Comcast Business Mobile and you can save up to 60% a year on your wireless bill. Get started for just $40 a month for 12 months with no annual contract when you add mobile. And ask how to get up to a $750 prepaid card.
Flight 291 is now boarded.
Yep, you're going places. And when you get there, be ready to do business. The complete connectivity solution from the company that powers more small businesses than any other provider. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Ends 2/21/2023. Restrictions apply. Requires EcoBill and AutoPay. New 100 megabits per second internet and Comcast Business Security Edge customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra. After 12 months, regular rates apply. Gig internet required for gig Wi-Fi. Mobile savings compares pricing of top 3 carriers.
I'll second guest dinners with friends because they can be interrupted by diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or oily stools.
It turns out I have EPI, or exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, which means I'm missing the enzymes needed to digest food. My doctor prescribed Creon, pancrelipase, an oral prescription medication that replaces pancreatic digestive enzymes. Creon treats EPI due to cystic fibrosis, chronic pancreatitis, pancreatectomy, or other conditions.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall, if you're allergic to pork, or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor and always with food. Do not chew capsules, as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon.
Creon is the #1 prescribed EPI treatment. Ask your doctor about Creon for EPI and visit creoninfo.com or call 800-633-9110 to learn more. That's CREONinfo.com.
Jackson Hewitt gets you your biggest tax refund guaranteed, plus a chance to double your refund or win weekly prizes with their Double Your Refund sweepstakes. File your taxes on the double. No purchase necessary. U.S. residents 18 or older who file a 2022 federal tax return. Ends 4/2/23.
What the Florida is sponsored by Superior Street Golf Carts.
Hey, it's Megan. The other day I discovered yet another new favorite drink with my favorite spirit, Knox and Dunn Florida Rum. And I think I'll call this one the Megan Mai Tai. But I'm telling you, Knox and Dunn is so versatile that it can be used in any recipe. That's because Knox and Dunn doesn't have that sweet, sugary taste or burn that you normally get from rum. Their rum is aged in American oak bourbon barrels, so it'll change the way you enjoy any recipe when it's made with Knox and Dunn. So head over to your favorite liquor store and ask them for a bottle of Knox and Dunn Florida Rum. If they don't have it, tell them you want them to carry Florida's fastest growing local craft spirit. You can thank me later.
We're Storm Smart. Here in Florida, that's a name people trust. And while storms may come and go, one thing's for sure. Storm Smart's here to stay. Smart is protecting our community today and tomorrow. Storm Smart.
Injured on the job? It takes one phone call to take back control of your life. Anajar Levine will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call me, Glenn Levine, for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In office, West Palm Beach.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
95 northbound, just south of Forest Hill Boulevard. We have a car fire. It is on the right shoulder, but as you can imagine, slowing you down in the area. Further south, the crash on southbound 95 at 6th Avenue South, and this is on the left shoulder. Turnpike is looking good. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Red Pilled America.
Who doesn't love to hear good stories? Stories that captivate your heart, stories that make you laugh, or perhaps stories that set the record straight. That's what we do at Red Pilled America. We tell stories. Join us on the iHeart Radio app, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts. That's Red Pilled America.
21 and 1017. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Wednesday. Don't forget 11:45. Your chance to win Honda Classic tickets coming at you. Jimmy's in house.
Hello and good morning.
Good morning, Francis.
Good morning.
And it's time for a trifecta.
Riders up. It's Creek's trifecta.
You want to go to Super Bowl and you got $1 million? There is a package out there by Shaq. You and 11 of your friends can go to Super Bowl, hang out with Shaq at the Wynn Casino, his big event. You get a Rolls Royce, you get transportation from the airport, and you and your 11 friends get to drink, hang out, and be a baller status. And when Shaq is DJing at a party, you get to be on stage. There's also a Sports Illustrated party, the game, all this for only $1 million.
That's it?
Come on. Get 11 of your friends and go to Super Bowl.
Take a check?
Yes. It wouldn't even have to be certified for you. We'll just take it. And that is what's going on this weekend. If you don't have tickets for the game, $1 million, $1 million, for you and 11 of your friends. Floyd Mayweather, he can afford this. He bought a $1 million necklace yesterday, all white gold. This thing's got to weigh a ton. I don't think he'll ever wear it if he gets in a boxing ring because it'll keep his neck down. He won't be able to see what he's doing. But he picked up a necklace for $1 million. I can only imagine that. And LeBron James last night did it. He is the all-time leading scorer in the NBA. Phenomenal career. He's had 4 championships. I think he's been in 9 or 10 NBA finals. He's done it all. And last night he hit a big shot against Oklahoma City. They did lose, but that was the big thing last night. Jimmy has the audio.
Looking for James. He's got it.
LeBron James, a shot at history. LeBron stands alone. The NBA's all-time scoring record now belongs to LeBron James. There it is. The king was definitely king last night. Everybody was there courtside. Denzel Washington, Dwayne Wade, his good friend. Jay-Z was in the house. The commissioner of the NBA was there. Also, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was there, who he broke the record from. Jabbar was very cool. Supposedly off court, they are not the best of friends, but Jabbar and him shook hands. Jabbar was like, hey, give him his due. He is the king now. Passed him a basketball. Hats off to LeBron. Clutch player, no doubt about it, and great career. His kids were there, and his goal is two goals: to play with his son in the NBA and to own an NBA franchise in Vegas. So we'll see what happens with both of those accomplishments if he makes them happen. And that is your lunchtime trifecta.
So I saw this on one of our show prep sites, and I'm curious to see if you guys know any of these things. And I'm talking about some sayings.
Okay.
All right, and where they come from. Because a lot of this was new to me. And you guys are more intelligent than I am. So let's see if we can do this.
Go.
Yes, yeah. I have the answers in front of me, so I can't. But play along. I won't let you know exactly. But these are where do some of these popular sayings come from if you have not seen them yet, Jimmy?
I won't look it up then.
Okay. Do you know where close but no cigar comes from?
Oh, you mean these type of things?
Yep,
Okay.
sayings. Yep, these are common sayings.
Close but no cigar. Doesn't that go back to like carnivals from back in the day?
Yep.
Yep, you guys are correct. During carnivals in the 1800s, I guess instead of those big plushy toys, they would reward cigars as prizes.
And if you get it, close but no cigar.
Close but no cigar. Do they even give them to kids too? Back in the day, it was okay for kids to smoke cigars.
They gave them vape pens.
Oh, got it.
Pez.
The term blackballed. Do you know where that comes from?
No, that I've not seen that one.
Well, blackball means where you're, out, right?
Yeah.
You're taken out of everything. Nobody wants to hire you.
Somebody stabs you in the back type thing, right?
But
sort of.
Well,
I don't think it's
like somebody says somebody does something wrong, and then producers and directors are like, you're blackballed from Hollywood. Nobody will ever hire you again.
Frank Sinatra was known to do that. He did it to Peter Lawford and a couple other people. Where if he felt they did something wrong, he called up people and said, "You're never working in this city again."
That's being stabbed in the back to me, but maybe I gotta. Yeah, I'm defining one with one.
Yeah, see, being stabbed in the back, it's like when somebody does or says something nasty behind your back.
Yeah,
and you think that, it's kind of like, to me, that's like a two-faced kind of thing. Like, you think they're really cool, and then you hear that they do or say something, like, that's somebody stabbing me in the back.
Blackball is somebody's going to make sure you're not working again.
So, yeah, in the 18th century, social clubs, memberships was voted upon a committee. So, typically, it was an anonymous vote, but it was cast using different colored balls. A positive vote was cast for membership with a red ball, and a black ball meant a negative vote.
Okay.
Yep. So some clubs required only one person to vote with a black ball to reject an applicant's membership.
And this is in the 1800s?
In the 18th century.
Wow. And this stayed all this time. Man, that's unbelievable.
So it was basically to be voted against or denied of membership back in the day.
Could have been a red ball, but they went with a black.
You guys might guess this one. Bite the bullet. These are common sayings and where they came from.
Isn't that where you're in an argument or something and they're telling you to be the better person, just bite the bullet in a way? I mean, that's what I always thought. Bite the bullet on this.
I thought it was you were literally biting on a bullet in the day when they did like surgery or something on you, and because they didn't have morphine and pain medications, so people would often bite on a rag or bite on a stick or bite on a bullet when they went to do something that was painful.
And Jimmy's right. You're kind of taking it, but these are where it came from.
Okay.
G-Man, you're kind of going the right path. But yes, when there was no painkillers available in these makeshift battlefield tents, soldiers literally had to bite down on a bullet during surgery.
Right.
Wow.
People were tough back then.
Wow.
Could you even break a bullet? What's that?
Could you even break it with biting down on it?
Well, the idea is it's
Yeah.
Because you're having something very painful done.
You ever I have to squeeze something when you're going through some pain, like or whatever it is, just to put the focus on somebody. You see people maybe I've seen it before. Somebody gets a shot, they take somebody's hand and squeezes it really hard. But so to bite the bullet now just means to endure something that's unpleasant, necessary but unpleasant. Just bite the bullet.
Bite the bullet. Listen to the Penthouse.
We'll do a couple more here because I know we have a prize giveaway too. Dress to the nines. I'm sure you hear it all the time, G-Man.
Well, he knows it means dressing up, but I don't know where the nines comes from. That obviously is the significance, I would imagine.
Was that the time for dinner or a party?
No.
Okay.
The nines would be something fancy, like a fancy restaurant.
I do it 9 o'clock.
To the nines.
No, so dress to the nines meant that you were rich enough to literally purchase the entire 9 yards it took to make a tailor-fit outfit.
There you go.
Which includes vest, jacket, etc. Right? Like they said it's still in use today to mean that someone is dressed their best.
That's good.
So you had enough money where you could be like, give me the whole 9 yards, and I want this whole fit.
That's good.
Yep, dressed to the nines.
There's another one. What's that from? The whole 9 yards.
That's the whole 9 yards. Is that's football.
That's not on that list. Is it by chance?
It's not.
It's not. Yeah, the whole 9 yards is because it was 9 yards is 27 feet, and ammunition on aircraft back in the early World Wars was 27 feet long. So if you emptied all of your ammunition on another airplane or something like that, you gave it the whole 9 yards. That's where that comes from.
And that's amazing. Like from the 20s. And that's still
back then.
Yeah, but I'm saying it still lasts. You hear that?
Yeah. Well, but we've adapted it, right?
Sure.
The term was from that, but of course we adapt it to whatever modern day is we give it all, you know?
Yep.
Like if a girl says, give me the whole 9 yards.
All right, we'll do one more here.
Pretty much.
We'll do one more here for prize giveaway, because there's a bunch, and I've learned most of these for the first time. I've said some of these, and like you said, you know the meaning with that, but you don't know where they derive from, where they came from. In the nick of time. Where do you think that came from?
I don't know. It came from Greece, so Nick.
It was a guy who opened up a diner in the morning. In the nick of time. I would assume, oh my God.
Well, the modern day, obviously, it's you just made it.
Yes.
You just barely made it. So
I'll let you know. Yep. Through the
nick of time. Well, a nick would be something like a nick on a clock, like just a small amount of time.
So this is actually, again, from the 18th century. Businessmen often kept track of debts that were owed to them, right?
Okay.
And interest that built on loans. So they would carve notches or nicks on a tally stick.
Oh, okay.
When someone arrived to pay off their debts before the next nick was carved, they'd save that day's worth of interest, thus arriving in the nick of time.
Loan sharks do the same thing.
So that's how they would know how many the time it was.
If you got to pay them on Friday,
on a tally stick.
Yeah, you go on Thursday and you save 1 day of juice.
Yeah.
So it's in a nick of time you pay. Unbelievable. Wow, those are cool. They really are. I like dressed to the nines. I never knew that. So you could order the whole 9 yards to get the suit and the vest. It is time right now for us. It's a nick of time for you guys to pick up the phone. 877-927-6969. Honda Classic tickets. And it's going to be who is most likely to.
Yeah, you want to pull the cards today, G-Man?
All right.
I like when you pull them. I think you're better at it.
Up.
Okay.
All you have to do is just read off of it.
I know, but I still think you're better at it.
Yeah, but it's an effort.
It's an effort. 877.
Come on. How much more does he have to do, Franny?
Oh, I'm sorry. I put it all on you. My bad.
877-927-6969. In the nick of time. Pick up the phone. Honda Classic tickets. Don't forget about it. The 20th through the 26th. 1 day passes. You're going to have a great time. You and associate.
Do we know the player field yet? I bet it's probably on Honda Classic's website.
There's a lot of names that are still up in the air. I'm not sure.
Well, it's interesting. I did see your boy Ricky Fowler's there.
Oh, thank God. Hope it doesn't hit on me again.
Yes, I know.
Every year, I'm like, Ricky, no.
But remember, when you go on there, they have a ton of golfers, but because I'm looking for certain names, and I was like, oh, you forget that Live is going on. And so many of the players that you're used to seeing
are not going to be there.
Are with Live, but there are a lot of familiar names. I went on the Honda Classics website. Let me see, where is it? Because they have a bunch of information on what's going on. They have the schedule for the day. You can also see Here we go. Schedule events. Yep, that's the HondaClassic.com. As G-Man mentioned, that kicks off February 20th. We will be there for a couple days, which is exciting. But yeah, you can check out the fan experience. They give you information on parking. They have a whole schedule of events because it's not just those days. I mean, they do the Pro-Am. They have the celebrity thing
On
that
Monday.
they do.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's a great time if you have not checked that out yet.
And Friday, we'll be in Delray, 2411 North Federal Highway in Delray at Superior Golf Carts. Excuse me. So stop down. We got a big giveaway. We're going to let somebody know. And it's a super game show. Let's put it that way. It's the big show, and it's the big game. We'll be there Friday from 10 to 2. Oh, wow. There's a lot of them here. Woo.
All right. So we are getting our phone lines full at 877-927-6969. We are playing a game. It's similar to Who's Most Likely To. Basically, it's what it is. G-Man is going to read something, and it's going to be like, who's most likely to? He's going to fill in the blanks with some kind of situation. And then you got to be like, you know what? That's either Greek, Jimmy, or Franny. Just got to think about it. Think about us here. We are going to place our votes. So you want to think about who you think that we're going to place our votes on. We silently do that here in the Penthouse.
Jimmy, are we ready?
We are ready, and we are starting our contest today with Nathan. Nathan, welcome to the Penthouse.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
It's going great, Nathan. Thank you, first of all, for listening to Real Radio. Appreciate that. Hope we entertain you every day. How long have you been listening to Real Radio?
9 years, and yes, y'all do. I don't know if I can make it through the day without listening to y'all.
Oh, that's so nice, Nathan. Well, I hope you have you ever gone to the Honda Classic?
No, I haven't. I would love to.
Yeah, let's get you there.
All right, let's see if we can make that happen. That's going on February 20th through the 26th on the Champion Course at PGA National Resort and Spa. Nathan, we're going to play a little game called Who's Most Likely To. Franny is going to read a scenario. The three of us are going to vote on who's most likely to fit that scenario. And if you guess who we voted for, you're going to win. All right, buddy?
All right.
All right, here you go, Nathan. We'll get a little music.
All right, and we're
going.
going to have G-Man read the scenario this time around.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, you're fine.
All right, which one of us, is it Jimmy, Francis, or Greek, loses keys while he's driving or she's driving?
All right, we have our answer, Nathan. Out of the three of us, Greek, Francis, or myself, who's most likely to lose their keys while they're driving?
We'll go with Greek.
Yes, you're right.
You would be correct.
The Pope would go for Greek.
Was it that obvious?
Yeah, that's pretty obvious.
I was out the other night with some girl, and I kept saying, I lost my keys. And she goes, you're driving. They have to be in the car. I'm like, yeah, I know. I don't know where the hell they are. Because you can't get in the car. The car won't move without it. I mean, obviously. We found them. They were in the seat. Well, Nathan, congratulations. I hope you join the Honda Classic. We'll be there Wednesday and Thursday. If you're in the area and you want to stop by and say hi, we'd love to see you and meet you. But thank you for listening to Real Radio for 9 years.
No problem. I enjoy it, man. Thank y'all for all y'all do for us.
You're the best. Peace.
Congratulations.
Nathan, I'm going to put you on hold. If you would, hang tight when we go to break here in a couple minutes. I'm going to get back on with you when we're off air and get a little more info, and we'll get you set up. So, good job, Nathan. How about that? All right.
That's awesome.
Going to the Honda Classic this year.
Yeah, this is the last year, right? That's going to be called the Honda Classic?
I believe so, yeah.
Yep, the
Matter of fact,
sponsorship is gone.
Yeah, I didn't even think it was going to be this year. I thought they got rid of it already.
Well, they made the announcement last year, and I think, saying this is
I think
it.
it's one of the longest ones or the longest one on the tour.
It's going to be so weird calling it something else.
Yeah, I don't think anybody will jump on right away. I mean, I don't know if, you just get used to calling something a certain thing.
I think the Publix Classic has a nice ring to it. Ooh, what about Real Radio Classic? That's nice too.
There you go, nice.
Yeah, that'd be nice. There's a lot of nice ones. Monroe's, the Monroe's Classic.
There you go.
You're gonna have to write a big check though, no matter who it is. Now, Jimmy, I know you had a story about a couple that went to Starbucks.
Well, if everything in this article is accurate, here comes a lawsuit. A guy in Tulsa named Jesse Odell went to Starbucks last month and got his normal order, an iced Americano and a caramel Frappuccino for his wife. Normally, it would be about $10. Nothing, it's about the normal for it, right? Actually, seems kind of low. We usually talk, it's usually about $10 per drink. But anyway, then his wife went to pay for something at a store a few days later. So I'm going to fast forward, and she checked her bank account and realized that Starbucks had charged them a lot of money because, their credit card didn't go through and they tried to purchase another item. What they ended up doing is Starbucks charged them $4,500 for those 2 coffees that they got the other day.
Wow.
That's worth it.
They eventually got a copy of the receipt and figured out what had happened. And they even went back and talked to the manager about it to see what the heck was going on. Apparently, the number 4 on their keypad gets stuck from time to time. So when they put in a tip, it actually put in a $4,444.44 tip.
Whoops.
So you'd think that reversing the charge wouldn't be a big deal, right? In today's day and age, nope. That happened on January 7th, and they still haven't gotten any sort of refund back from them yet. For some reason, Starbucks decided to send them 2 separate checks in the mail in order to try to make it work. And then when they tried to cash them, both checks bounced.
Oh,
yes, we're
really?
talking about Starbucks, a major international corporation. Their checks bounced. Obviously, $4,000 is a lot of money, and not having access to that cash was a big headache for them because they were planning on going over to see their brother in Thailand, but they didn't have the cash because
sucks.
they had to drain their account when they took out the extra $4,500. So they were supposed to fly there and visit with him on the 27th, and they had to cancel the trip. So Starbucks says the 2 new checks are on the way, but last we heard, they still hadn't gotten them yet. So that's pretty unfortunate, I tell you. I wish there was a way you could. Not every bank is great about seeing something like that and putting a hold on it right away.
Well, the bank's
I know
not going to do
mine
it.
is.
The bank's not going to do it at all. It's up to you, and they are.
Oh, no, they will. Some will. I mean, mine would. If my bank's all charged like that all of a sudden just from a Starbucks, they'd probably put a hold on it. I mean, I guess I can't guarantee it, but they have in the past. So I'm going by past performance.
Well, that's great if your bank will do it because it doesn't. They have said now that you should check your account every day if you use because most people are using their debit cards all day. And for this reason, mistakes happen.
Right.
At restaurants, at bars, gas stations, wherever. And this was an article I read 2 weeks ago. They said if you're not checking your account every day, you're making a big mistake because they also added what you just said, that refunds are not as easy as you think. You think you just pick up the phone, hey, just a great example, and you get them. They said, no, they're not. And it's something, I don't use my debit card, very rare. But they do say if you use it a lot, and they said almost, I think 72% or 76% of Americans use it more than, I think they said 6 times a day. On whatever, gas, food, whatever.
But I wonder if, like you said, how many people pay attention? Because the fact in that story that they say, "Oh, that 4 sticks all the time." Did other people get screwed that just didn't really notice?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm sure
Obviously.
It may not have been
You would think,
over
right?
$4,000, but it still could have been a $40 tip, and they just didn't pay attention.
Yeah, I had somebody recently.
Or 44, shall I say?
You would think that they could just stop the charge from going through.
Yep. You would think.
That's the part that I don't understand. Because that stuff's all done electronically.
And
it's
you
not
have to hit enter after the fact. You have to. That's because I've left tips before on the machine at a Starbucks, and it's not like you leave the tip and then you just go bye.
Well, mistakes happen. I mean, in everything. We went out to dinner a couple of weeks ago. Me and a couple of my friends, and my buddy it was $140, and it went in at $340. Didn't notice it for 2 days. Called the restaurant. They stopped it. It was fine, and his bank, but it was $340. At $200, he might not have noticed, if he wasn't looking.
Right.
I mean, so if you do use your debit card, you should check. Anytime you do any kind of transaction, you should check. You really should.
Yeah, keep an eye on it.
Yeah.
One of the other ones that I'll use as an example is my debit card got hit by one of those skimmers at a gas station, and it hit my account for $100, and my bank went boop. Boom, shut off my card. It was a pain in the neck in one way because I shut off my card and I couldn't use it anymore. But it was a good thing they did because it was a $100 charge. I never ended up having to take the money out or anything. So, it worked out better in my favor, but it was a $100 charge. $99. I flagged it.
My bank called me twice, and they were amounts of money pulled out of my account in different states. And that's the only time they did.
Typically mine too. And it does it. Out of state, out of country, whatever. My bank will flag it.
Yeah, and I wanted to say.
And my credit cards will too.
Yeah, and I wanted to say it wasn't me, but it was. and
they'll find out.
Yeah, but they were nice. Like you said, they called me. They said, we just want to make sure. We just seen this, your debit card taken out of ATM in Las Vegas for this amount. Is this you?
Yep.
And I was impressed.
But there's a lot of people who take advantage of that. I did see something on social media, and it was locally a girl who does nails. And she posted a picture because she had the security footage. do not do this woman's nails. If she comes into your place of business, do not. And I guess what she did was she got her nails done all fancy and stuff, manicure, pedicure, and then she disputed the charges, saying she never went there. And so the girl was like, and so that, thank goodness, she had... she had the information. She even had surveillance. She had her name. She had everything.
And she nailed it.
Because the credit card company did call the nail place. And she was like, yes, she did have all these services. And we have her here. And I guess this is this person's MO. There's a lot of people who still, they try to get free services, even though it takes some time. And then they will dispute these charges that were actually real charges.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's pros out there because even like me, if I'm doing that, I'm scamming them. I'm in Las Vegas. Obviously. You know what I mean? They can catch that. They can find out.
People who do it.
Yeah, I mean, there's a big charge. They're going to find out. Were you on an airline? You know what I mean? Stuff like that.
Right.
But again, you're doing it scamming and trying to beat the system. But your point, like you said, it's very nice that they do call because sometimes things happen. And somebody's got your card all over.
Yeah.
And you just don't know.
I had another one on a credit card that they, although this one went through, but they were able to reverse it and take it off, was somebody tried to use my credit card number in California. Now you say out of state, right?
Yeah.
That's another one that's a red flag. It was a pair of sneakers that somebody had charged. It was like $120 for a pair of sneakers.
But still.
But yeah.
I wonder where that came from. Red flag.
There you go.
I'll look it up.
Look it up. It is the Penthouse. Don't forget, at 12:35, if you want to know about love, we have Laura Korn calling us, author, famous. She's done it with everybody, and she's going to give you some advice about love. Franny, what do we got coming on with fun facts?
Done it with everybody. Oh, boy.
Riveting.
Yes.
Riveting endorsement.
We got some fun facts about Boy Scouts. Today's National Boy Scout Day.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so put on
I
your
feel like a
badges,
Boy
kids.
Scout every day. It is the Penthouse. We'll be back. Peace.
We're everywhere you need to be. Find your favorite show at realradio921.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Skies are partly cloudy as we move through our Wednesday. It's still comfortable out there. Low humidity and dew point temperatures, so feeling very nice. Temperatures are in the upper 70s as we move throughout the day. We're going to slowly warm up, though, for the rest of the week, back in the low 80s by Friday before a cold front moves in on Saturday.
This report is sponsored by the Ben Ferguson Podcast.
Coming up on the Ben Ferguson Podcast, the media is now turning on the White House, and John Kerry is under investigation for his ties to China by House Republicans. So what does this mean for the old guard? I'll explain it to you. Download the Ben Ferguson Podcast now.
Good Greek moving and storage. Your superhero movers.
Hayes the Greek for Supreme Street Golf Carts, 2411 North Federal Highway in Delray. If you want a golf cart, new or used, and you want it custom, and you want to be a bowler, there's only one place to be. That is Supreme Street Golf Carts, 2411 North Federal Highway. And on Friday, February 10th, the Penthouse will be live for the big game. That's right, and it's a big show at Supreme Street Golf Carts. Stop by Friday and see us, 10 to 2. It's Francis and the Greek at Supreme Street Golf Carts. Be a bowler. Get your next golf cart at Supreme. Peace.
Are you a business owner, CEO, or responsible for marketing? If you are, iHeartMedia can help you reach your goals and find new customers. We reach more consumers in your target area than anyone else, and we can give you access to those potential customers more cost-effectively across radio, digital, podcasting, and social. We'd love to show you how iHeartMedia can work for you. Get started today at iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
My friend had his home stolen. The crime is home title theft. It's real. It's horrendous, but it's real, and it's everywhere. Now, luckily, this was just a demo, but I saw how criminals all around the world target American homeowners, and that's why I protect my home with Home Title Lock, and you need to as well. And a thief can simply forge your signature on a legal document claiming you sold your home to them. Homeowners insurance and common identity theft programs do not protect you, but Home Title Lock does. So protect yourself. Just go to their website. It's HometitleLock.com/Sean, SEAN. Verify your home's title is still safely in your name. Then just register your address for a free, no-obligation home title report for your files. That is a $100 value, absolutely free. That's HometitleLock.com/Sean, HometitleLock.com/Sean, SEAN.
Hey, it's Greek for Tito's Handmade Vodka. Over 20 years ago, the first batch of Tito's Handmade Vodka was made in the heart of Austin, Texas.
And tomorrow's batch will be 2. Tito's Handmade Vodka makes the good stuff for good times. Find recipes, videos, and more at Tito'sVodka.com. The big game is coming up, and everybody wants to know who's going to be the winner. Well, if you got Tito's in your team, you're always a winner. Tito's Handmade Vodka. Peace.
Step back in time at the Florida Renaissance Festival. Now featuring 8 glorious weekends of unpredictable merriment and mayhem. With entertainment, food, and fun for the whole family. There are even adult beverages. The Florida Renaissance Festival celebrates a different and exciting theme each and every weekend in February and March at Quiet Waters Park and Deerfield Beach. Tickets available now at ren-fest.com. Sponsored in part by Comcast.
Attention Florida homeowners. The MySafe Florida Home Program is now in effect. This program was enacted by the Florida legislature to help single-family homeowners in Florida protect their home against hurricanes and save money doing it. To learn more and apply for a free home hurricane inspection, go to mysafeflhome.com. That's mysafeflhome.com. Once again, that's mysafeflhome.com.
All the radio stations you love, every playlist to match your mood, the podcasts that everyone's talking about. If it's on the iHeartRadio app, it's free. Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
iHeartRadio.
Hey, it's Greek for Tito's Handmade Vodka. Over 20 years ago, the first batch of Tito's Handmade Vodka was made in the heart of Austin, Texas. And tomorrow's batch will be 2. Tito's Handmade Vodka makes the good stuff for good times. Find recipes, videos, and more at Tito'sVodka.com. The big game is coming up, and everybody wants to know who's going to be the winner. Well, if you got Tito's in your team, you're always a winner. Tito's Handmade Vodka. Peace.
We know that aging is not for the faint of heart, but the Landing of Lake Worth celebrates the rewards of aging and tackles the challenges head on. We believe life should be joyful at every stage, so we have a unique focus on wellness of mind, body, and spirit, bringing an unparalleled sense of optimism to residents and their families. Come home to personalized assisted living and memory care services at the Landing of Lake Worth, where happiness never grows old. Visit thelandingoflakeworth.com for more information. That's thelandingoflakeworth.com.
By now, you've heard all of our ads. America's largest injury law firm. It means that when you hire us, you get a legal army. When it comes to law, size matters. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Rover's Morning Glory wants you to score some Red Zone revenue. Win $1,000 now. Enter the nationwide keyword bonus at realradio921.com. That's and good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you are back in the Penthouse on a Wednesday. This is going to be a great day. Not only is it a WWGD day, that's What Would Greek Do? You'll find out, let's say around 1:35, 1:40, but we also have author, relationship, sex expert. Her name is Laura Korn. She will be calling in at 12:35. I know we're very excited to talk to her. But in the meantime, we will say our hellos. What's going on? Good afternoon. This is Franny. Good afternoon to you, Jimmy.
Hello, and good afternoon.
And good afternoon to G-Man. And this is the time where we get into some fun facts.
It's Franny's Fun Facts.
So today is National Boy Scout Day. I don't know, Jimmy, if I've ever asked you or not. Were you ever a Boy Scout?
No, I was not.
You were not. Okay. I have a feeling Greek wasn't either, but... Who knows?
Did the Cub Scouts one year when I was a tiny tyke.
Okay.
But never went through it with the Boy Scouts.
G-Man, were you ever a Boy Scout?
No, that never went past my surface.
Never went past your surface. All
No,
right.
no.
Okay. Well, I have some Boy Scout fun facts. The Boy Scouts was originally founded in England by General Robert Baden-Powell. This was in 1907. And then an American newspaperman, his name was W.D. Boyce, founded the Boy Scouts of America back in 1910 after he was helped by he was in England by a Boy Scout that helped him with directions. And so he started inquiring about him and his little outfit and his badge, and the guy was so good with directions. And he was like, you know what? I want to take what you guys are doing and bring it to the States. I'll also say, which I was not aware of, Paul McCartney and John Lennon were actually Boy Scouts together.
Oh, wow. Is that how they met?
That on a mat?
I think he said, is that how they met?
That's how they met. I thought maybe
oh.
they met as kids, and then, the friendship grew from there.
Yep.
Wow.
What else do I have on here? Let's see. Over 500 million men and women have scouted. They say the original Boy Scout, the annual fee originally was 25 cents.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes.
Very inexpensive.
Very, very inexpensive. I don't know how much it costs to be a Boy Scout these days. They say 85% of FBI agents have been Boy Scouts. The oldest artifact that the organization holds is a Chinese compass that dates back to 1500. There's actually only, I know, there's actually 5 countries in the world that don't have scouting. North Korea, Andorra, China, Cuba, and Laos.
Makes sense.
Does it?
Not really.
Okay.
You're a louse. You're not a Boy Scout.
And they say that there are currently over 125 merit badges that a scout can earn. And there you go. If you have any more fun facts for National Boy Scout Day, you can always send them our way. 47142. Start them off with Real Radio. Now, I'm not super familiar, but I know my sister's husband, my brother-in-law, he is an Eagle Scout.
Okay.
Now, is that like the highest level of scout you can be? Do you know?
Well, it's an achievement.
Okay.
So you become yes.
All
It's
right.
like the highest rank.
Okay.
For any scout.
Got it. And he still wears his outfit.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm just kidding. He doesn't.
Oh, okay. I was like, wow.
I don't know. Maybe he does for her. I don't know what she likes, but
What are you into?
he is an Eagle Scout, yes.
877-927-6969. That is the number to call. You can also text us at Real Radio 47142 or email Jimmy at realradio921.com. Don't forget, at 12:35, we have an expert calling us about love. And who doesn't need to know about love? And with the big day coming up next Tuesday. What is the average price they were saying for roses this year? Like $66, I think I read, or $64. But you can get them a lot less if you go like to Publix or Walmart or different stores
I
like
did
that.
read somewhere. I have to find it, but yeah, they are pricey.
Sounds about right.
What was it? There was an article that I read, and I think it might have been Target or something that you could get them for $24.99 or because they were giving you out places where you could get pretty good deals on them.
Target, huh?
Yeah.
I wouldn't think of that for roses.
Because, they also, well, not all, but a lot of them have those super centers now or whatever they're called, where they have the groceries and then they have the other. So typically in that area where the groceries are, you can find flowers.
Yep, they have an area and all the flowers are there. Well, Walmart, they said. Publix always has good ones. Like sometimes Publix has you buy 2 dozen, you get 1 dozen free, which is nice. You could do something like that.
And check your local mom and pop. I have a great market that I go to that's right around the corner from my house. It's a produce market. And every now and then they'll have a hell of a steal on like 3 dozen. And then they're packed real tight and you have to trim them and whatever. But they're gorgeous roses and we just get them just because. Yeah. And get them for like $15.
That's great.
Yeah.
3 dozen?
Yeah, it's a fantastic deal.
Yeah, that is a great deal. Do you know the name of that place? You want to let it out?
Nope, it's my secret spot.
Okay, sorry. I mean, 3 dozen for $15.
Well, you put it out there, then you go there, and there's none left.
I mean, it's exactly.
I mean, that is an unbelievable price.
Oh, they can advertise.
Yeah, really.
No, I just kid. They are just very small mom and pop.
It's fantastic.
They're busy. They're closed on Wednesdays. You know if you know what I'm talking about. It's produce and Asian market, but they have I go there for the produce.
Oh, I know where it is.
Do you know where it is?
I'm going there today.
Oh, man.
It is the Penthouse, and it is a Wednesday. We're going to come back, and Franny's going to tell us a little bit about drama in people's lives and other things going on in the Penthouse today. Full boat, baby. Make sure you're on board. And 135 WWGD. We'll be back. Peace.
Rover's Morning Glory.
Charlie, you say you have information on our big boss, Keith Kennedy, that he has a tie to Jeffrey's amateur wrestling events.
He used to announce these wrestling shows.
No.
Wait a second.
No.
That's how they met.
Keith Kennedy was an announcer.
At like backyards and stuff. Introducing people like Jeffrey.
I thought I couldn't think any less of Keith Kennedy. Now we hit a new rock bottom. You gotta be kidding me.
Rover's Morning Glory.
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10 on Real Radio 92.1 for the Palm Beaches and 101.7 for the Treasure Coast.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Skies are partly cloudy as we move through our Wednesday. It's still comfortable out there. Low humidity and dew point temperatures, so feeling very nice. Temperatures are in the upper 70s as we move throughout the day. We're going to slowly warm up, though, for the rest of the week, back in the low 80s by Friday before a cold front moves in on Saturday.
This report is sponsored by Discover. We could talk about how complicated other banks make it to redeem credit card rewards. Or we could talk about how with Discover, you can redeem your rewards for cash in any amount at any time. Talk about amazing. Learn more at discover.com/redeem rewards. Terms apply.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. We recently received a call from an injured person who'd hired another law firm. The insurance company had offered them $11,000, but we said, let's take another look. We took the case over and got more than $2 million in court. All law firms are not the same. And just because you already hired a firm, that doesn't mean you can't fire that firm. Luckily, this client did. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Score big with the big game experience at Duffy Sports Grill. Starting at only $25, guaranteed front row seat for the big game. Includes a $10 coupon for your next visit, complimentary welcome drink with stadium snack, souvenir game day tickets, official Duffy swag, and one lucky guest who reserves their seat ahead will automatically register for a chance to win an autographed Miami Dolphins football signed by Tyreek Hill at every Duffy's location. Hurry, limited availability.
This is Miami's Mike Gesicki, number 88, and I'll see you at Duffy's Sports Grill.
Duffy's, our game is always on.
Hayes the Greek for Supreme Street Golf Carts, 2411 North Federal Highway in Delray. If you want a golf cart, new or used, and you want it custom, and you want to be a baller, there's only one place to be. That is Supreme Street Golf Carts, 2411 North Federal Highway. And on Friday, February 10th, the Penthouse will be live for the big game. That's right, and it's a big show at Supreme Street Golf Carts. Stop by Friday and see us, 10 to 2. It's Francis and the Greek at Supreme Street Golf Carts. Be a baller. Get your next golf cart at Supreme. Peace.
Attention Florida homeowners. The My Safe Florida Home program is now in effect. This program was enacted by the Florida legislature to help single-family homeowners in Florida protect their home against hurricanes and save money doing it. To learn more and apply for a free home hurricane inspection, go to mysafeflhome.com. That's mysafeflhome.com. Once again, that's mysafeflhome.com.
Hey there, it's your favorite neighborhood Jeannie. I'm here to talk about one of the least magical things ever, high-interest debt. It's basically a curse cast by warlocks at the credit card companies. So rude. Here's some good news. With a Real Genius loan, you can pay off pesky debt by using your home's equity and potentially save hundreds every month. Use promo code RGCARD and get a $500 Visa gift card after closing. It's a wish that grants you more wishes. Visit realgenius.com or give them a call at 888-246-5906 to learn more about how they can help you banish high-interest debt now. Sorry, I'm passionate about savings. You've got to hear about the no closing cost options. Contact them for details at 888-246-5906 or visit realgenius.com. Now, legally, we can't tell you your mortgage interest will be tax deductible, so ask your tax advisor, because they can. Real Genius LLC, NMLS 2389303. Real Genius is an equal housing lender. Loan subject to credit approval, not licensed in all states. That was exhausting. Nap time?
It can be dangerously easy to steal your identity during tax season because so much sensitive info is all together.
Before we start the annual meeting of Sean's personal info, has anyone seen Social Security number? Not me. Nope. Oh no. He's been stolen.
LifeLock by Norton makes it easy to help protect yourself. If you become a victim, we'll work to fix it. No one can monitor all transactions, but you can save up to 25% off your first year with promo code NEWS at LifeLock.com. Identity theft protection starts here.
I'll second guest dinners with friends because they can be interrupted by diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or oily stools.
It turns out I have EPI, or exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, which means I'm missing the enzymes needed to digest food. My doctor prescribed Creon, pancrelipase, an oral prescription medication that replaces pancreatic digestive enzymes. Creon treats EPI due to cystic fibrosis, chronic pancreatitis, pancreatectomy, or other conditions.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall, if you're allergic to pork, or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor and always with food. Do not chew capsules, as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon.
Creon is the #1 prescribed EPI treatment. Ask your doctor about Creon for EPI and visit creoninfo.com or call 800-633-9110 to learn more. That's CREONinfo.com.
We're Storm Smart. Here in Florida, that's a name people trust. For over 26 years, we've been making storm catcher screens, the leading hurricane safety product on the market, protecting over 90,000 Florida homes in communities just like yours. And while storms may come and go, one thing's for sure, Storm Smart's here to stay. Day in and day out, we'll be here, working harder to make sure you can breathe a little easier. Smart is protecting our community, today and tomorrow.
Hayes the Greek from Monroe's big weekend. New Orleans inspired entertainment. Mardi Gras comes to Monroe's big contest. Lady with the most beads wins $250. And Sunday is the big game and the watch party. Where would you rather watch the game than with beautiful ladies, great entertainment, and great food? It's the big game and it's the watch parties. It's at Monroe's, February 12th. It's a big weekend. There's only one place to be, baby. Monroe's. Peace.
If you suffered an injury at a place of business, dial pound law. That's all. Morgan & Morgan.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
We still have slowdowns attributed to this earlier car fire. 95 northbound, it's just before Forest Hill Boulevard on the right shoulder. Stop and go coming from the Lake Worth area. Looking at 95 a little bit further north, you have a muffler in the roadway. This is northbound just south of the Palm Beach Lakes exit ramp there. And Atlantic Avenue at A1A, police activity going on. And a slow go as folks look at the police cars. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm.
Mattress Firm's President's Day sale is here. Shop and save up to $500 on Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets. Plus, get a $300 instant gift, good towards sleep accessories. Find your dream bed at Mattress Firm. Then cozy up on your new bed, because there's nothing better than staying in.
On the Exorcist Files podcast, a leading exorcist and demonologist shares stories of disturbing and vicious cases of possession. For the last 2 decades, Father Carlos Martins has encountered evil in nearly every way imaginable.
What Hollywood portrayed in The Exorcist,
Listen to The Exorcist Files on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
Yo, Penthouse, you were just talking about a garbage story. I got a good one for you. Right here in Palm Beach Gardens. This lady comes to me and she's like, my garbage cans keep getting stolen. I'm buying the expensive ones with the wheels and all that, thick rubber. And I was like, all right, well, take your Ring camera off your house, put it on your mailbox, face it towards the garbage can, see what happens. Next week, she comes back to me and she goes, you know who was taking my garbage cans? The garbage guys were stealing them. They were selling them down in Lake Worth at the flea market.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
That's why you got cameras going around. You would never think the garbage men be stealing them. But if they took them, you would not think anything wrong. If you were watching them, you said, oh, the garbage men are taking them. Man, you can't even trust that. That's crazy. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good afternoon.
And Francis is here.
Hey, what is up? Now, these are things that we may go through. And if you have anything you want to add on to it, you absolutely can. 47142 is the text line. Start it with Real Radio. You can email Jimmy at realradio921.com. Or what you just heard, that's a talkback feature on that absolutely free iHeartRadio app. Just hit the microphone icon when you search Real Radio 921 and you can leave us a message. Now, what I'm talking about is everyday dramas that most of us endure.
Okay.
All right? So this was they did this. This was a study, and I checked it out. They did 50, by the way, everyday dramas.
Wow.
So we're just going to do 10, all right? Because 50 is, I'm sure we could go on for days with everyday dramas. And as I mentioned, I want to hear yours as well. Jimmy, G-Man, if you have anything you want to add on to this. So there's a new study out which produced a list of the most common dramas. Most of them are minor, but some little things can actually derail your day. And I'm sure, G-Man, you spill stuff on you quite often, or you drop your coffee or whatever it is.
Yeah, lose my keys.
It's happened to me. I've spilled stuff. I have too many things in my hands, and I've spilled coffee on me, and I'm like, damn it, I got to go back inside and change. And it can kind of, because then you start to run late. It it can derail your day. So one of the biggest things on here that people say, being stuck in traffic.
Yes.
I think a lot of us have dealt with that.
Every day.
Yep. Spilling something on your clothes, food, drinks. Toothpaste. I don't know who's brushing their teeth.
Sure, some people brush their teeth in the car.
I know,
I've
sure.
seen it.
But you probably could even be fully dressed and get toothpaste on you too before you even leave the house. Just brushing your teeth at home.
I'm not putting the two together. The driving and that.
Yeah. Waking up too late.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Oversleeping.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Yeah. Dropping or smashing something. That's what they would say, fragile, accidentally, maybe before you leave. You accidentally drop or kick something over.
Yep.
Spill something doesn't have to be on you. It could be something on the carpet.
Yeah.
Or whatever it is. I'm going to put that with my Roomba. It happened a couple times when my dogs were not fully trained. And one of them, my puppy, because we got Lola and she was already trained when we got her 1.5 years. And that Roomba went off and it decided to take her poo and smear it all over my house.
Oh, I can't even imagine that.
And it was before work. And I was like...
You come home to that.
Oh,
man. It's a bad day.
This was before work, and I had to clean it before I left because I'm not going to leave my house with poo all over it. I was in the shower, and I was like, are you kidding me?
Oh, my God. I can't even imagine that.
Actually, that's even worse. Because now not only did it happen, but now you're late.
Yeah.
So.
And I had it because I was basically almost ready. I had to take off the clothes because I'm on my hands and knees scrubbing.
Oh, I can't even imagine.
It would. We had a big area rug that it ran over because if it was hardwood floor or laminate or something or tile,
rug?
it would have been easier. That rug is long gone.
That's right.
That was from a couple of places ago. Yep. They said burning food while cooking it. I'm sure that could happen. Maybe put it in the toaster too long, the oven too long while you're getting ready.
Yeah.
They say tripping or stumbling or falling over in public. Yeah, that could ruin your day.
Bang, hit your head on the elevator.
Yep. At work or wherever you're going, having a hard time finding a parking space.
Yeah.
I know when I worked at the last restaurant I worked at, we would have big fishing tournaments and events. The parking lots would be full. I would have to park blocks over. There was a park, and I would have to, and it was... to go to work, it was like a half mile, which sucked, especially when you're getting out late at night, too, having to walk it. Yep.
Somebody parking in your spot, like me. I have a spot about a month ago. Somebody parked in my spot. I didn't know where to park. I had to go park in a parking lot. It was a pain in the ass. That's definitely some drama.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything you guys can think of? I mean, now you said that, somebody parking in your spot. Jimmy?
Your car breaking down.
Yeah.
On the way to work. I mean, that's something I think we've seen, or a flat tire or anything like that, where obviously now it's not only the inconvenience of having to wait for somebody to come get you, now you're late, or the added cost or expense to it. Any type of thing that breaks at home, a water heater goes and now you got water all over the place and your place is flooded out. I mean, anything like that. You want to talk about derailing or putting stress in your day. Things like that.
I think another one that I think a lot of people today, if they drop their phone or lose their phone, that could be major drama.
Drop your phone in a toilet.
Oh, yeah, you're done. And you know it.
Because now you got that debate, right?
Yeah.
What do I do?
How many times have we matter of fact, was even, you want to double that. Worse is in Porta John.
Yeah, my girlfriend did.
Yeah.
And I heard
I
was right next to her at a concert in the porta potty right next to her.
What do you
and
do?
all I hear her go is, "Oh no!" And I'm like, "What? What's going on?" If you hear "Oh no" next to you in a porta potty, you start worrying. And she's like, "I dropped my phone," and I was like, "Don't get it." She's like, "What should I do?" I was like, "Leave it." She was like, "But I can't." I was like, "Leave it."
Did she leave it?
No.
She got it.
So I left before her. And she came back and looked like she was about to cry. She was in tears and she's holding it by her fingernails.
At that point, what's the point?
Exactly.
Right?
And it looked clean. So somehow, some way she found, but because I don't know where the hell she cleaned it, but she said she wiped it down and whatever. But Those things are disgusting. But she had, and I guess to her it was a little bit more than just the foam because it was one of those cell phone cases that you can put your credit cards in and all your stuff.
Sure.
So to her, it was just way too important just to leave in that porta potty.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people would get it.
I get it. I mean, you're talking about $1,000 item. You're talking about your credit cards. You're talking about your driver's license and all those things. I get it. I mean, I don't know what I would do. I'd probably have to do the same somehow, but maybe try to find a way to fish it out with a stick or something. But I don't know how you can do that.
And a lot of people today,
I don't know how.
You know what I think? A lot of people too today have everything on their phones, like even banking information.
Oh,
so you might be nervous to leave it. That somebody else comes in and grabs it, and you're screwed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that will hopefully have a password and something like that. I know some people what they call jailbreak your phone, but hopefully you're protected that way.
Oh yeah, I could just imagine how a good hacker can probably get right into it. Not thinking another one that always got me, and this is why I never carry cash, is losing money.
Yeah.
If I've got cash in my pocket, it's happened to me a couple times, and that's why I just refuse to carry cash.
Yep.
I'm just afraid of losing it. That's simple as that.
It's very common. Definitely.
Yeah,
Very common.
I mean, $50 is a lot to me. When the last time that happened to me, boy, that was
Ruined your
it.
day.
I'm done. Yep.
Yeah.
I don't. Really
Anytime you lose money, you get upset. A bad haircut, I can see that being drama for some people. You know, if they're going out and they're doing something and they're going to get their hair done or something like that, and then they get a bad haircut, ruins their whole day.
Being locked out of your house.
Oh yeah, that sucks.
That can ruin your day.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I recommend if you trust people that live near you, maybe give them a spare. I know some people hide stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Underneath a plant.
pot
Yeah.
or
But if you trust your neighbor or somebody in your neighborhood, then maybe like here's a spare key just in case.
Just in case. It is the Penthouse, and we'll be back with a special guest about love in the Penthouse. Peace.
The bad news, the brain isn't all that great at hearing stuff and remembering it. The good news, you can watch us too. Like and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Real Radio 92.1.
Hey, it's the Greek, and Real Radio wants you to score some red zone revenue. Your shot to score $1,000 is coming up at 5 past the hour on Real Radio.
This is Mike Golick Jr. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network, presented by DraftKings.
LeBron James is the NBA's all-time leading scorer. He passed Hall of Famer Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with 38, and the Lakers lost to Oak City last night. The Heat, they're back home. They'll battle the Pacers tonight. Miami coming off a 1-3 road trip that wrapped up with a loss in Milwaukee on Saturday. And Marlins ace Sandy Alcantara says he's still waiting for his replacement Cy Young Award plaque after a typo was found in its inscription. I'm Scott Davidson.
Hey everyone, it's Mike Golick Jr. introducing my new podcast, Gojo, tackling sports, pop culture, and whatever else you can think of. Download and listen to the newest episode from my show, Gojo, the podcast with DraftKings, releasing daily, Monday through Friday, wherever you get your podcasts.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Skies are partly cloudy as we move through our Wednesday. It's still comfortable out there. Low humidity and dew point temperatures, so feeling very nice. Temperatures are in the upper 70s as we move throughout the day. We're going to slowly warm up, though, for the rest of the week, back in the low 80s by Friday before a cold front moves in on Saturday.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Need weekend plans? Check out what's happening at your local Lowe's. Weekending at Lowe's gives you and your family the opportunity to make them your weekend destination with free events, workshops, and more. Visit Lowe's.com/events for this month's full lineup.
What Would Greek Do is brought to you by Monroe's of Palm Beach.
I'll second guest dinners with friends because they can be interrupted by diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or oily stools. It turns out I have EPI, or exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, which means I'm missing the enzymes needed to digest food. My doctor prescribed Creon, pancrelipase, an oral prescription medication that replaces pancreatic digestive enzymes. Creon treats EPI due to cystic fibrosis, chronic pancreatitis, pancreatectomy, or other conditions.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall, if you're allergic to pork, or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor and always with food. Do not chew capsules as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon.
Creon is the #1 prescribed EPI treatment. Ask your doctor about Creon for EPI and visit creoninfo.com or call 800-633-9110 to learn more. That's CREONinfo.com.
Hey, it's Greek for Tito's Handmade Vodka. Over 20 years ago, the first batch of Tito's Handmade Vodka was made in the heart of Austin, Texas. And tomorrow's batch will be 2. Tito's Handmade Vodka makes the good stuff for good times. Find recipes, videos, and more at titosvodka.com. The big game is coming up, and everybody wants to know who's going to be the winner. Well, if you got Tito's in your team, you're always a winner. Tito's Handmade Vodka. Peace.
Hi, this is Joe Cordell with the law firm Cordell & Cordell. Divorce can be complicated, especially if children are involved. If you're a father and want to protect your role in your children's lives, remember Cordell & Cordell. We've helped men with matters like these for 30 years, and we'd love to help you.
Contact Cordell & Cordell to schedule an appointment with one of our firm's Miami area attorneys. Offices in Miami-Dade County and Fort Lauderdale. Se habla español. Legal services available in English and Spanish. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only. Online at cordellcordell.com.
I'll second guest dinners with friends because they can be interrupted by diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or oily stools. It turns out I have EPI, or exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, which means I'm missing the enzymes needed to digest food. My doctor prescribed Creon, pancrelipase, an oral prescription medication that replaces pancreatic digestive enzymes. Creon treats EPI due to cystic fibrosis, chronic pancreatitis, pancreatectomy, or other conditions.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall, if you're allergic to pork, or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor and always with food. Do not chew capsules, as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon.
Creon is the #1 prescribed EPI treatment. Ask your doctor about Creon for EPI and visit creoninfo.com or call 800-633-9110 to learn more. That's CREONinfo.com.
Hey, it's Megan. The other day I discovered yet another new favorite drink with my favorite spirit, Knox & Dunn Florida Rum. And I think I'll call this one the Megan Mai Tai. But I'm telling you, Knox & Dunn is so versatile that it can be used in any recipe. That's because Knox & Dunn doesn't have that sweet, sugary taste or burn that you normally get from rum. Their rum is aged in American oak bourbon barrels, so it'll change the way you enjoy any recipe when it's made with Knox & Dunn. So head over to your favorite liquor store and ask them for a bottle of Knox & Dunn Florida Rum. If they don't have it, tell them you want them to carry Florida's fastest growing local craft spirit. You can thank me later.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
New crash in Palm Beach Gardens, southbound 95 by PGA Boulevard. No lanes blocked, according to the Florida Highway Patrol, but could be causing you just a little bit of a slowdown. That car fire has been cleared away from northbound 95 near Forest Hill. Was off to the shoulder for a while now, no longer causing any issues, but you still have police activity. Atlantic Avenue is in Delray.
$500 on Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets. Plus, get a $300 instant gift good towards sleep accessories. Find your dream bed at Mattress Firm. Then cozy up on your new bed because there's nothing better than staying in.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. Listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is the Penthouse, and it is a Wednesday. I hope you guys are having a good day and enjoying yourself. Thanks for always listening to Real Radio 92.1. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello, and good afternoon.
And Francis is here.
Hey, what's going on?
And we've been telling you guys that we have an expert on love calling into the show, and she's going to join us right now. Laura Korn is joining us. Hello, Laura.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You're playing my song.
What a coincidence that just happened to come up for our rejoiners, huh?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I love it. So, Laura Korn.
The love life.
Hi, we love having you. Not only are you an expert, as G-Man calls on love, you are a sex coach to the stars and a New York Times best-selling author. 101 Nights of Great Sex. I am showing the people on our live stream right now so they can purchase your book. How are you, Laura?
Awesome. I'm great. You know, this is right before Valentine's Day, and, you know, I'm feeling the love. And, you know, I know there's a lot of pressure for guys on this day, but it's really just an amazing opportunity to celebrate your love, you know, for one another. So, and it's sex. I'm talking about sex. What are you showing them? Are you showing them that the pages are stuck together?
Oh,
Wow.
yes, this is the book you gave me a couple years ago.
That's my copy of it.
Jimmy's
Laura.
copy has that. Not
I
Freddie.
can't get past lip
Jimmy's
smacker.
page, and it's stuck together.
So, Laura, let me ask you right out of the gate, what is the most common thing you hear from couples?
Oh, that they're bored. You know, that they're a little bit more now. They're in the DB category, which I'm which can be, you can jump out of the DB and get into the 101, but you know what DB is, right?
Laura, help us out. What's DB?
Oh, it's the dreaded DB. It's the dead bedroom syndrome.
Oh, never heard of that.
Yeah. So, and really, and most of these couples love each other. They love each other. They respect each other. They live together. They don't want to break up, but they're stuck. They're in that kind of rut. And, I think most couples, I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you think most couples want a more adventurous sex life, or do you think they kind of are okay where they are?
I think adventurous. I mean, personally, I do. What about you guys?
If you ask, I think the average American, I would assume that they would want things the way it is. I don't know if people would necessarily want to branch out. I think they'd be too afraid. What do you think, Greek?
I like it spicy. What about you, G?
I think the biggest thing for a lot of couples, and even myself, is that you look to create that chemistry you had in the beginning, which is, I mean, right there. I mean, that's what it is. And I've talked to people about it. I know that's my biggest problem, that when you first start going with somebody or dating and whatever, you can't keep your hands off
The
each other.
honeymoon phase is what they call it. Yeah.
So I think that's the most common thing I would think that I hear from men and women that I'm friendly with and myself. And for me, it's usually a burnout, and I just like, all right, I'm done. We had a good run. And both ends, not just my end, her end too.
Yeah. Like, how do you, we're so distracted. How do you do it?
You got to make time.
It's impossible. Don't you think? Yeah, you have to make time. But you've got to also make it fun.
Mm-hmm.
I really have, in the 30 years that this book has sold 2 million copies, and I wrote it originally 30 years ago. I mean, it's been updated, right? I don't think it could get any sexier than it is right now.
No,
But it's
sexy.
Wait a minute. Franny, did you do the velvet tongue? Did you do night number 2?
We talked about this.
The velvet tongue was the last time you called us.
I know. And you were like, this is a must-do, the velvet tongue. And if people aren't aware, so with this book, 101 Nights of Great Sex, basically it's fun that couples can have. And there's different things that the woman can do for the guy and the guy can do, obviously, for the man. Or, guy and guy, woman, whatever your preference is. But you have it for her eyes only, and that was the velvet tongue.
Mm-hmm. Right. Well, so for people that are not familiar with the book, that there are 101 sealed envelopes.
Mm-hmm.
So there are 50 for his eyes only and 50 for her eyes only. And the fun part, I think the really mental foreplay part of it comes with every envelope has a name. And it's that name, like the velvet tongue, right? Or I don't know how sexy we can get here.
We can push the envelope.
Yeah, we can get sexy.
Like number 23 for his eyes only. Greek, are you listening up?
I'm listening. I knew I was going to get called out. Just like school.
That would be bad to the boner.
Oh, all right.
But Jimmy, who kind of likes things on the down low, right?
Oh, no, Jimmy's a freak here.
Yeah, I'm actually the freak show. I assumed when you asked that question, like what the average American would answer to, but me, no, I'm a freak show.
Well, let's see. Which one can I give you?
Number 24, the manhandler. I'm kidding.
The manhandler. He has that tattoo.
How about P is for porn star, number 47?
Oh, now that's freaky. That's for her eyes only. But I don't want to scare the women off, right? I don't want to, there's 101 of these, and some of these are super easy to do. Just one little maneuver is inside the envelope. One thing that you never in a million years, would think about, that you just switch up a little bit and to make, to drive her wild, vice versa. So they're all, and all the little icons on the outside of the sealed envelope. I don't think we've ever talked about that, but on the outside of the envelope, before you rip out the pages, are little icons, and they have a dollar sign or a little car or a little mask. So those little icons tell you a little bit of what's inside the envelope.
What is the dollar sign significance with some of these envelopes? Payment?
$1 sign is $10. So it might require you to, it does require you to purchase something.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Within the fantasy.
I thought you meant to pay.
Of course you did. Because that's what it's used to.
I'm used to paying, Laura. So when you see the dollar sign, it's like, hey, this is great.
What chapter's that?
You're right in my wheelhouse.
Wait, guys, number 60. It's called Ballers Club.
Oh, there you go. Okay. That's
Ballers
Greek.
Club requires a lot of dollars.
Interesting. Yeah, that would be right up your alley.
Perfect.
But I want to just go back a little bit to describe why I created an interactive book on sex and why the envelopes are sealed. It is really my belief. I've been saying it for 30 years. I will say it until I die, that I believe that a little mystery, that mystery is that spark you need to create passion, anticipation. I'm talking about longer-term relationships, right?
Yes.
That you get, we kind of do the same thing over and over again, and that's cool. That works for most of the time. But women especially, Francis, tell me if I'm wrong, they need more creativity.
No, I absolutely agree with you.
They need guys to come up with different moves, and most guys don't buy books on sex. They've never read a book on sex.
And they expect the woman to create some new moves on them.
True.
It is true, but so what I also love about this book, right? You have is it 50 for guys and 50 for girls? Is that how many 50 suggestions? So it is broken even. But not only do you have these little icons that tell you, but you can send the person with each one. You have little teasers that you suggest.
I do.
Yep,
I do, because here's the thing. I go back to what creates my book and the whole brand and 30 years is the word anticipation and mystery. So when you open up a sealed envelope, I give you a URL, for his eyes only. You go to that URL, and that URL sends your partner at 3 clues. 3 clues of, like, number 1, honeylingus. I get 3 clues of what honeylingus is, and that's it. And that's the game. And it's undeniable. There's no way you can't get excited.
Yeah, no, I think it's brilliant what you've done. Not only have you written a book, about spicing up your love life, but you're leading us to the water. We just have to drink it and get the things done. That's exactly what you're doing.
Now, Laura, let me ask you, how much of a role would you say trust and confidence has in relationships in the bedroom?
Oh, it's huge. It's huge. Well, especially confidence, because a lot of people, may feel it doesn't like doing these, like the envelopes. They're shy. They're, you know what I mean? Like, guys are like, I don't need no book.
Yeah.
I got my Mr. Friendly here. He's friendly. That's all I need. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What do I need a book for, right? But think about this. It takes a really confident guy to buy a book on sex and say, I want to be a better lover. Not that there's anything wrong with, right, your lovemaking skills, just that you want to be better. That takes confidence.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's why I said it. I've known that for years. You have to have the confidence with somebody and also the trust.
And what's great about this book, too, is, and it's something that, Franny and I were talking about. I think you even use this as a slogan. It's not a book that you read. It's a book that you do. And that's the nice thing about it. It's not like you're reading somebody's just simple advice. Here are actual things to do, demonstrations that you can do together. Now, Laura, this is a 30-year anniversary for this book, and we have the newest edition of it. What's different now than 30 years ago when you originally put this book out?
Wow, that's a good question. It's more current, obviously. I include like the best and hottest toys, for the last 2 or 3 years. Technology is huge for, just playthings. The original book was a lot more complicated. I had guys going to the hardware store to pick stuff up, and over here, over there.
It still applies.
You know, not romantic or sexy. Guys are like, no, I don't got time.
I got to go to Home Depot.
Is that a claw hammer?
True that. So I kind of simplified it and made it, because we're so distracted, and that's the reason why people don't spice it up. It's really simple. We all know we should do it, right? We get in a rut. The reason why we don't spice it up is because we don't have to.
Yeah.
It's not like if you ask most people, hey, where is surprising your partner on your to-do list? Where is it?
It's not on it.
It's probably it's either not or, but also, Laura, not only is it maybe they don't know how to start it. Maybe they don't know what to do. And this is what you're doing. You are basically giving us
the map,
the instructions on how to spice up your love life. So, I mean, it's really like a no-brainer. You don't have to think about this stuff. You're creating these scenarios, these situations in order to make your love life a little hotter.
And the one thing is, if you start doing new moves, your partner might say, "What are you having, an affair? Where'd you learn that?"
You're like, "I learned it from 101 nights of great sex."
You know what? That's the other cool thing, because there are guys out there that are doing this and their partner doesn't even know it. Now, I think it's cool, like if you read the reviews on Amazon, it's like, I'm doing this for my wife. I've never seen her this happy. She can't stop smiling. And she doesn't know I have the book.
That's good.
You know, but I think they're missing that element of tease. The tease factor is incredible when you know your partner is planning something for you, right? So here's the other, I love this part about the book. Because it's sealed, your partner never knows. So it's a recipe, right? And I welcome anyone taking honey lingus, pink breakfast, beautiful spread. These are all recipes. And changing it up.
Sounds like tattoos. I've seen.
You know, you get all the credit because your partner never knows.
It's like having the answers to the test.
Yeah, exactly. So all I'm doing is giving you a interactive playbook to create anticipation and mystery.
So let me ask you, 30 years you've been doing this, and it has to be a massive change where the book now, I'm sure when you're out and doing different things, how hard was it 30 years ago to get it on the shelves and different things like that?
Because this is self-published, too.
Yeah.
You
So
did this on your own.
Yeah, so it's a different society.
Oh, God, thank you for pointing that out. From the moment it hit, to be honest with you, I used to sell it on a 1-800 number. Are you ready for the 1-800 number?
Oh, yes. Please give it.
Okay, this was me on all the radio shows. Okay, try 1-800-547-BONK. That's right, 547-BONK.
Bonk?
Can't remember that.
Is that number still in service? There's so many people calling it right now.
I called it last night.
I'm telling you, it was explosive. I did a show with Mark and Brian. I don't know if you... how long you guys been in radio, but they were like the number one show in L.A.
Okay.
And this is true story. It was the most money I made in one day. I think I sold 25,000 copies in 1 hour, and it was like $250,000.
Wow. Damn. That's impressive.
And we're talking about the 90s.
Yeah.
And this concept of, creating a book that is something you do, because very hard to sit down and read a book. Like, you can't remember information. And, you know what I mean? You got to give small doses, like, just one envelope. I'm giving you a tried and true technique, a maneuver that just isn't coming from Laura Korn. This is researched. I'm taking the best stuff from, She Comes First, the wonderful book from Ian Kerner, or the starts with a P, ends with a Y. I could go on and on, right? I'm reading these books, studying those books, and I'm taking the one little thing that I think would work in an interactive inside an envelope. So really, it's a course in the erotic arts is really what it is.
Yep. And if people don't realize, because this is the book that we had, this is the book that celebrating 30 years of in 2023, but you have other books out there. You Still Give Me Butterflies, 101 Sex Stares, 101 Nights of Great should I say great romance? Yeah. I'm on your website, which is lauracorn.com. That's where you can purchase this book. You can also get it on Amazon, but why not go straight to your website and do it there and check it out?
You can't get it. You can't get it on my.
Oh, you can. I'm so sorry. I thought it said it there. So just lauracorn.com. Okay.
Oh, that's okay. Amazon's the best place to get it before Valentine's Day. But I think, what? Okay. So, Francis, what do you think women want for Valentine's Day? What do you think they're looking for?
I think that most women just want to feel special. I think that they want it. You want to say wine and dine, but sometimes they just want to just have their man do most of the things around the house. How about that? Any day that, and they want to have pleasure. I'm sure.
Romance.
Yeah, I think that I think doing something thoughtful.
Mm-hmm.
I think women are always looking for the creativity or the effort behind the gesture. So, in other words, you can give her a Valentine's Day card and write something special on it, but you could also just slip it in the mail and mail it to her. Cool move.
Yeah.
That's thoughtful. You took time. You can also take flowers and send them if you're going to go out, and send them to the restaurant and have them put on the table.
I love that idea. Yeah.
There you go.
I mean, women are always going to look at how much effort you put into something like Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm. And everything that you're saying is really not that much effort.
No.
Right?
No.
But it
It's
feels
thoughtful
it is, but it feels like it.
Yep.
Well, exactly. It's if you come home every Friday and you bring her flowers, that's a wonderful thing. But how about knocking on the door? And
dressed up like the delivery man? Yeah.
Yeah.
You got a package for me?
Yes. But that's what's so great about this book. You practice every week, or if you do it a couple times a month, you're practicing the art of seduction. You're setting up anticipation and mystery, and then you're following it through with something creative. Not crazy. And, you open up the sealed envelope and you make it your own. But you're putting in effort. And that is the key to long-term passion.
How about if you send a girl 11 roses and you bring the 12th one in person, but it's a new romance?
Wow.
Don't put that in your book, by the way. It's a Greek move.
Or, did I tell you the rose thing last year?
No. I don't think we talked last year.
Okay, so we did. Oh,
it was a few years ago.
Yeah,
but
it's been a couple years.
What was the rose thing?
Okay, so if you do 12 roses, do 11 red roses and 1 white rose. And then on the card, right, in every bunch, there's always one that stands out.
Oh, I like it.
There you go.
And you're the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 11 with the 1's good when you bring it. If the girl wants it to be you. I mean, that's the thing, because you're taking a shot, especially if she doesn't know you or if it's a new romance where you just bring 11 and the person has to tell her the 12th one will be delivered in person. So there's that anticipation, obviously.
Oh, I love it. I love it. And also, I love music. I love the idea of Valentine's Day. It's a work day, sending her love songs on her phone.
Oh, okay.
Things that, just music. Music is so important. Most people don't have music playing when they have sex. They don't.
Do you?
What's up with that?
Yeah?
I'm great.
You have a soundtrack? Okay.
Not a soundtrack, but music's on.
Well, yeah,
I charge extra, though. I charge extra when I play music in the background, Laura.
I mean that you mentioned that, and I guess, I can't think of the last time I had music.
I don't think so either.
Music playing.
Back when we were kids,
Yes.
you put Let's Get It On or something, of course. Now,
but, we have, Charlie has, I can't say it, sounds like suck.
Okay. Gotcha.
He has that one, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I'll just call out numbers because that's what I do in bed.
Oh.
Wow.
Number 1.
Wow.
And
Now, you have bunk beds, right? You told us?
I have what?
Bunk beds?
No, but music. Oh my God! You know, atmosphere. So, like, all you got to do is like light a few candles, put a little. I mean, nothing cheesy. Music on in the background. Just create the atmosphere, and magic happens. Just take, and I try to set that up for you. I give you a recipe. I give you the ingredients. Look, a man with a plan will always win a lady's hand. Always.
Love it. How about unfortunately in today's day and age, couples both are working, they're working a lot, they're working 40, 50, 60 hours a week. How about the couple that's always busy, always on the go? Are there some ideas in this book or just in general that you have for couples like that?
Well, I know it sounds kind of like a chore, and I think every expert in this field has always said, plan for sex, especially if you have kids and you're super busy.
Mm-hmm.
But when you think of scheduling sex, it kind of sounds like another chore, right?
I could see how some people would take that, yeah.
However, if you're planning sex and both of you are taking turns and bringing something different, and you know that, again, the book kind of forces you to put your partner on your to-do list. So when you rip out the envelopes together, what you're really doing is saying we have a commitment. And it's kind of like that extra push that you're like, oh, yeah, this is going to be hot.
Yeah, no,
So I think
some people need that.
Yeah, scheduling sex. The other thing I like about scheduling sex for women is it gives time for a woman to kind of get out of her to-do list, right? And to be thinking about you. So in other words, she can shave, you know what I mean? She can kind of
get herself all prepped up. Yep.
Exactly.
Love it.
Very, very important. What do you think, Francis? What do you think? How do women get out of that in their head, the to-do list?
Like making it sound like a chore, is that what you're saying?
Well, not just in general. I hear so many women saying, oh my God, or that negative take, right? Like, I'm too this, I'm too tired,
I think it's exactly what you've been talking about, right? If it's something that just get home and they're like, hey, you want to do this? You ready for sexy time? Yeah. I think the whole buildup, the anticipation, the sending the messages at work or a little card or whatever it is, getting them excited about something for when they get home, I think that gets rid of the whole, not being excited about having sex or holding the whole I have a headache kind of thing.
No time.
Yeah. I mean, yes, I understand spontaneity can be sexy sometimes, but I think that anticipating for something
like Christmas
is even better. Exactly.
Yep. Anticipation, I'm telling you, it rules. It's jam. It's everything. It's why I've been in business for 30 years.
Yeah, we anticipated this call for a whole week. I mean, so we were just waiting and waiting.
Really excited about it.
This in a Super Bowl.
You know what? But you know what? I'm going to Vegas for the Super Bowl.
Oh, good for you.
You know that feeling that you get when you watch, a sporting, like Super Bowl? Like, it's all about anticipation.
Who do you like in the Super Bowl? Who's going to win?
Oh, I'm rooting for Philly.
That's terrible.
Thanks for calling, Laura. Time to go.
Well, Mahoney is like, he's like the new Brady. Let's face it,
Yeah.
Like, he's strong. Kansas City's going to be tough. But, I love Philly. My father used to own the Declaration of Independence, so.
Oh, that's a nice story, but I still hope the Eagles lose.
He's just saying that because he's got money on the other team.
Yeah, that's it. Otherwise, he'd be right with you. Trust me.
Laura, thank you so much for taking time to call the Penthouse. You're always welcome.
101 nights of great sex. 2 million copies sold. Wow, that's amazing. Go to lauracorn.com, LauraCorn.com to order your copy.
No. Go to Amazon.
It's because we want to get it. We want to get it in time for Valentine's Day.
Yeah, you can go to Amazon too.
There
but-
you go.
can go to author Laura Corn if you want to see that I'm super cute in my dance.
You are very, very attractive. So that's another thing if you want to check out Laura, you can on her website. But yeah, if you want to get it in time for Valentine's Day, Amazon is the preferred method. And I mean, this is a fantastic gift.
It is a great gift.
Thank you. Thank you guys so much. I hope this isn't the last time. I send you a big hug. Love to everyone. Do something special. Make your partner feel special. And I'll see you on the other side.
Sounds good.
Thanks for the call,
All right.
Laura.
Mwah. Bye.
Bye.
It is the Penthouse. We'll be back with some Florida stories. It's going to be tough to follow that interview, but we're going to do our best. It is the Penthouse on a Wednesday. Peace.
The bad news, the brain isn't all that great at hearing stuff and remembering it. The good news, you can watch us too. Like and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Real Radio 92.1.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Skies are partly cloudy as we move through our Wednesday. It's still comfortable out there. Low humidity and dew point temperatures, so feeling very nice. Temperatures are in the upper 70s as we move throughout the day. We're going to slowly warm up, though, for the rest of the week. Back in the low 80s by Friday before a cold front moves in on Saturday.
This report is sponsored by Dell Technologies.
Dell Technologies provides growing businesses with tools to do incredible things. Because we believe there's an innovator in all of us. For advice on smart PCs powered by Intel V Pro that's built for business, call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL.
Every small business owner knows business happens everywhere. The office, the warehouse, or on the road. And no matter where it takes you, there's one solution to help your business thrive. Comcast Business Complete Connectivity. It's the largest, fastest, reliable network with advanced gig speed Wi-Fi and cyber threat protection in one solution. Plus, add Comcast Business Mobile and you can save up to 60% a year on your wireless bill. Get started for just $40 a month for 12 months with no annual contract when you add mobile. And ask how to get up to a $750 prepaid card.
Flight 291 is now boarded.
Yep, you're going places. And when you get there, be ready to do business. The complete connectivity solution from the company that powers more small businesses than any other provider. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Ends 2/21/2023. Restrictions apply. Requires EcoBill and AutoPay. New 100 megabits per second internet and Comcast Business Security Edge customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra. After 12 months, regular rates apply. Gig internet required for gig Wi-Fi. Mobile savings compares pricing of top 3 carriers.
Indulge in your favorite cookie treat and support the next generation of female entrepreneurs. It's Girl Scout cookie season, and that means Thin Mints, Tagalongs, Samoas, and s'mores. Find cookies near you at gssef.org and click on the Cookie Finder.
If you're the victim of a car crash, never rush to settle with the insurance companies and never settle for just any attorney. Demand Anna Jar Levine. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
In office, West Palm Beach. I'll second guest dinners with friends because they can be interrupted by diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or oily stools. It turns out I have EPI, or exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, which means I'm missing the enzymes needed to digest food. My doctor prescribed Creon, pancrelipase, an oral prescription medication that replaces pancreatic digestive enzymes. Creon treats EPI due to cystic fibrosis, chronic pancreatitis, pancreatectomy, or other conditions.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall. If you're allergic to pork, or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor and always with food. Do not chew capsules, as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon.
Creon is the #1 prescribed EPI treatment. Ask your doctor about Creon for EPI and visit creoninfo.com or call 800-633-9110 to learn more. That's CREONinfo.com.
Hayes the Greek for Supreme Street Golf Carts, 2411 North Federal Highway in Delray. If you want a golf cart, new or used, and you want it custom, and you want to be a baller, there's only one place to be. That is Supreme Street Golf Carts, 2411 North Federal Highway. And on Friday, February 10th, the Penthouse will be live for the big game. That's right, and it's a big show at Supreme Street Golf Carts. Stop by Friday and see us, 10 to 2. It's Francis and the Greek at Supreme Street Golf Carts. Be a baller. Get your next golf cart at Supreme. Peace.
I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I love Navage. I've told you about how your nose is the body's air filter, that Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs, and that Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like Josh, quote, After walking around my whole life being a mouth breather, I was excited to try Navage. I read the directions carefully, pressed the button, and oh my gosh, what a sensation. So much mucus, so much crud, but oh sweet, merciful air, I can finally breathe you through my nose. Never have I ever taken such an amazing breath in my life. This is a life changer, unquote. He's one of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage, the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and online. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
This week at Macy's, find Valentine's Day gifts for all your loves, like fragrance gift sets they'll adore. Plus, take an extra 15% off with your coupon or Macy's card, on top of beautiful jewelry finds, now 35 to 70% off, and 25% off decadent chocolate from Godiva. Macy's Star Rewards members earn on every purchase except gift card services and fees. More at Macys.com/Star Rewards. Savings off sale and clearance prices. Exclusions apply.
And now another no-brainer money-saving tip from Progressive.
Marcus, what happened?
I was changing my oil and I spilled some on the floor.
Oh, well, use these $50 bills to wipe it up.
Perfect. Got any more?
Yeah, take a couple hundred.
Stop. Instead of using money, use an old rag. And here's a better tip from Progressive on how not to waste money. Don't pay too much for car insurance. Drivers who switch and save could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Potential savings will vary.
When you hire your local CertaPro painters, you get
the power of a cut above.
Decades of expertise to transform your home, from so-so to virtuoso.
The power of neighborhood painters.
We live where you live, and probably like the same pizza place you do. Put
the power of pro
to work for you today. Get your project started at CertaPro.com.
Each CertaPro painter's business is independently owned and operated. License information available at CertaPro.com.
I'll second guest dinners with friends because they can be interrupted by diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or oily stools. It turns out I have EPI, or exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, which means I'm missing the enzymes needed to digest food. My doctor prescribed Creon, pancrelipase, an oral prescription medication that replaces pancreatic digestive enzymes. Creon treats EPI due to cystic fibrosis, chronic pancreatitis, pancreatectomy, or other conditions.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall. If you're allergic to pork, or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor and always with food. Do not chew capsules, as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon.
Creon is the #1 prescribed EPI treatment. Ask your doctor about Creon for EPI and visit creoninfo.com or call 800-633-9110 to learn more. That's CREONinfo.com.
No one has the same taste as you.
You damn right.
From the music you love to the podcasts you can't live without. And only the iHeartRadio app has it all for free. Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
We know that aging is not for the faint of heart, but the Landing of Lake Worth celebrates the rewards of aging and tackles the challenges head on. We believe life should be joyful at every stage, so we have a unique focus on wellness of mind, body, and spirit, bringing an unparalleled sense of optimism to residents and their families. Come home to personalized assisted living and memory care services at the Landing of Lake Worth, where happiness never grows old. Visit thelandingoflakeworth.com for more information. That's thelandingoflakeworth.com.
Hey, it's Greek for Tito's Handmade Vodka. Over 20 years ago, the first batch of Tito's Handmade Vodka was made in the heart of Austin, Texas. And tomorrow's batch will be too. Tito's Handmade Vodka makes the good stuff for good times. Find recipes, videos, and more at titosvodka.com. The big game is coming up, and everybody wants to know who's going to be the winner. Well, if you got Tito's in your team, you're always a winner. Tito's Handmade Vodka. Peace.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
Accident in Jupiter slowing us down Indiantown Road at alternate A1A. Delray Beach, police activity. This is Atlantic Avenue right at A1A. And make sure you slow down for pedestrians on your commute today. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio.
At realradio921.com. That's green. Enter it now at realradio921.com. And good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
Hey, Greg. This is Granny. Why don't you come over and knock the bottom out of Virginia? And that'll make you sleep all night long, honey.
Greek, are you sure you don't drink alcohol? Because you talked about how you sleep, and you sleep exactly how I sleep after I go out and get drunk. Upside down on the bed, outside on a porch, on the floor, down in South Florida with some guy named Julio. I mean, Greek, this is exactly what I do when I get drunk.
Yes, hello, this is LaShonda. I'm calling from American Express. I'm looking for Greek, Greek. Greek, we have 2 suspicious charges on your account. One at 3:15 in the morning for the Lollipop Club in Boca. Says here for $418. Another one at 6:30 in the morning for Harry Mike's Massage Parlor for $800. If the charges are correct, you don't have to give us a call. Have a good day. Bye.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
All right, I was definitely at the Lollipop place. There's no doubt about it. I can't deny that. And they got cameras. The other place, I don't know. I can't remember. It is The Penthouse, and it is a Wednesday. So thank you so much for listening. Just had a specialist on love calling us. So you guys, I hope you listened and checked it out. She could definitely give you some tips. And who doesn't want to be a better lover? It's like wiffle ball. You always want to be better. Jimmy, how are you today?
Hello and good afternoon.
Francis.
Hello.
And it's time for some Florida stories.
Florida.
Florida.
Did you say Florida? I'm from Florida.
WTF.
What the Florida?
Well, we are going to start with an update, and this was a nightmarish experience that a 72-year-old janitor experienced. Her name is Libya Dedinas, and this happened on January 27th. It was a Friday evening, and she was cleaning one of the holding cells at a courthouse, and it locked behind her. I guess she didn't realize that was going to happen. She didn't have her cell phone on her.
Whoops.
No keys, no nothing, just her. And she wasn't able to get out until Monday morning. So we're like, well, how the hell does it happen? Obviously, you know, nobody was there. But she has lawyered up. She plans on suing. And now, after reading the details, we're like, all right, well, she has a fight here.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that when these people go to work, and this is what her attorney is saying, is that there is a system in place. And they have a private security company that comes in there on the weekends at night because there's no employees there to make sure nobody breaks in and all that stuff. So when you go in, and she entered at 5 p.m. in order to get the keys to the building or these holding cells, whatever it may be, she has to give her driver's license and sign into a log. Well, I guess according to the attorney, all of the cleaning crew is then supposed to return at 10 p.m. That's when your shift is over, to give back the keys and get your driver's license before you have to sign out. She didn't do that. Her license was still sitting there. The log's still unsigned. And they were like, all right, I guess we're good. And just left it there. They said there's a system in place. How did they blow through so many stop signs? If they're supposed to go through each floor of the courthouse, there should be a log on each floor that shows they walked this floor at this time to make sure that nobody was stuck in a cell like she was. So we will see what happens. They said they'll file the lawsuit sometime in the next few weeks. And they said, but there will likely be a civil lawsuit to follow. So I'm sure there's going to be more updates to this story. And then, man, this sucks. There was a family that would decide to pressure wash their porch. And in doing so, they took all their patio, their porch furniture, and they put it on their lawn. Mm-hmm. They did not put it next to their garbage can. They did not put it next to the side of the road. They did not put it next to their mailbox, on their lawn. Well, I come home and find out that well, all their stuff's missing. And they're like, what the hell happened? So they went back to their security video and they saw that the trash collectors walked into their yard, gathered their furniture, and loaded it onto the back of their truck.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's now at Louie's house.
Yeah.
Imagine going down to your neighbors, though, and you have like a holiday dinner and you walk in and you see your furniture. Is that my stuff?
Yeah. You're over for a barbecue in the backyard. Wow.
That's nice.
That wicker looks familiar.
And that's probably what they assumed. Like somebody must have come, but no, they're like, it was the trash collectors. So and wicker was what it was. They stole outdoor wicker furniture, glass tabletop, 2 antique rocking chairs, and 3 of their window screens. They took down the screens to do the pressure washing. So they took their screens. They were like, that definitely looks like trash, right? They said all they left was their welcome mats. Yeah, which was on the yard too because they took the welcome mat off the front porch.
They didn't see it.
No.
It was green. It kind of blended in with the grass.
With the grass.
Yeah.
Or else they would have took that too.
Yeah, probably.
So they immediately reached out to Waste Connections of East Pasco, and they spoke with customer service, and they said, like, listen, did somebody pick up these bulk items and whatever? And they were like, yeah, I think so. And they called it trash. She's like, it wasn't trash. She's like, if it was trash, it would be sitting next to my trash can. And she's like, and when did the trash company start picking up a whole yard full of furniture? She said the service, she was like, all right, our supervisor will call you back. Well, didn't. No one did. They kept calling. They ended up talking to another worker to discuss the situation. And she, according to court, they said that they laughed at us and didn't offer us anything to make it right. So they even called the Pasco County Sheriff's Office, and they were told that it was a civil matter. So, of course, they're very frustrated, and they were like, we need help. There was an investigator who reached out to Waste Connections for answers. They said the cost to replace everything that was thrown out was a little over $900. They said that they even sent invoices for each item to Waste Connections. And so now they're saying, because they have an investigator on this, they're like, all right, simple mistakes. It happens from time to time.
Yeah. Sorry.
Whoopsie.
Sorry.
And he did add the right thing to do is to cover these costs. So I guess they're going to pay them back.
Thank God.
At least, yeah. Yep. And then next up, talking about trash. Even though that stuff wasn't trash, it was trash people who picked it up. It looks like the dirtiest U.S. cities in 2023 came out. And 9 Florida cities placed among the country's dirtiest.
Really?
Yeah.
Take a bow.
So this was Lawn Starters is the name of this website that did the ranking. And, it takes into account factors like pollution, living conditions, infrastructure. And this does to rank U.S. cities from most to least dirty. And the highest score you can give to Houston, Texas, tops the list.
Mattress Mac.
I've heard that. It is
Yep,
filthy there.
Mattress Mac.
That's why. It's all his fault.
Newark, New Jersey.
No surprise there.
And then San Bernardino, California, they top the list.
No surprise there either. We were in San Francisco on there.
Yeah. So the following are the dirtiest. Now, not because 152 is all they did cities. At 130, Tallahassee. Then Jacksonville, 93. Port St. Lucie made the list.
For dirtiest?
At 75.
At
75. St. Petersburg, 61. Miami, 41 on the list.
I can see that.
Tampa, 38 on the list. Orlando, 24. Fort Lauderdale, 20. And then with an overall score of 44.22, Hollywood, Florida is at number 18 on the list. I do not see Hialeah or Opa-locka anywhere on there.
All right.
But yeah, so those were the cities that did. But as I mentioned, 152 cities were ranked. Clearly not every single damn city that we have here in the United States. But yeah, I'm surprised by Port St. Lucie too.
I am massively surprised. If anything, I would think that it would be that number on one of the cleanest.
Maybe that issue when they weren't picking up garbage for a while. And then people
That's the only
do you
thing I
remember
can think of.
when that was going on?
It's not like I drive around and there's graffiti everywhere and there's trash all over the roads.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, every now and then a garbage truck, that it flies out, right? So but they come by and they pick it all back up. I wouldn't even think about putting Port St. Lucie on there compared to, again, other cities where there's all kinds of filth everywhere.
Yeah, and it does, like you said, it's interesting because as I mentioned, the factors of pollution, living conditions, and infrastructure. So, but those,
maybe the infrastructure part. Well, not even that. I don't know.
Yeah, they said Florida had the third greatest number of cities ranked with 9 total. The Texas took the second top spot, and then California was first with 31 cities in the rankings. And that is your What the Florida.
Thank you, Francis. It is the Penthouse on a Wednesday. We'll be back in a few minutes. Peace.
Rover's Morning Glory.
Charlie, you say you have information on our big boss, Keith Kennedy, that he has a tie to Jeffrey's amateur wrestling events.
He used to announce these wrestling shows.
No.
Wait a second.
No.
That's how they met.
Keith Kennedy was an announcer.
At like backyards and stuff. Introducing people like Jeffrey.
I thought I couldn't think any less of Keith Kennedy. Now we hit a new rock bottom. You gotta be kidding me.
Rover's Morning Glory.
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10 on Real Radio 92.1 for the Palm Beaches and 101.7 for the Treasure Coast.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Skies are partly cloudy as we move through our Wednesday. It's still comfortable out there. Low humidity and dew point temperatures, so feeling very nice. Temperatures are in the upper 70s as we move throughout the day. We're going to slowly warm up, though, for the rest of the week. Back in the low 80s by Friday before a cold front moves in on Saturday.
This report is sponsored by Red Pilled America.
Who doesn't love to hear good stories? Stories that captivate your heart, stories that make you laugh, or perhaps stories that set the record straight. That's what we do at Red Pilled America. We tell stories. Join us on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts. That's Red Pilled America.
I'll second guest dinners with friends because they can be interrupted by diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or oily stools. It turns out I have EPI, or exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, which means I'm missing the enzymes needed to digest food. My doctor prescribed Creon, pancrelipase, an oral prescription medication that replaces pancreatic digestive enzymes. Creon treats EPI due to cystic fibrosis, chronic pancreatitis, pancreatectomy, or other conditions.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall, if you're allergic to pork, or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor and always with food. Do not chew capsules, as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon.
Creon is the #1 prescribed EPI treatment. Ask your doctor about Creon for EPI and visit creoninfo.com or call 800-633-9110 to learn more. That's CREONinfo.com.
Mattress Firm's President's Day sale is here. Shop and save up to $500 on Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets. Plus, get a $300 instant gift, good towards sleep accessories. Find your dream bed at Mattress Firm. Then cozy up on your new bed, because there's nothing better than staying in.
Attention Florida homeowners. The MySafe Florida Home Program is now in effect. This program was enacted by the Florida legislature to help single-family homeowners in Florida protect their home against hurricanes and save money doing it. To learn more and apply for a free home hurricane inspection, go to mysafeflhome.com. That's mysafeflhome.com. Once again, that's mysafeflhome.com.
Hayes the Greek for Supreme Street Golf Carts, 2411 North Federal Highway in Delray. If you want a golf cart, new or used, and you want it custom, and you want to be a baller, there's only one place to be. That is Supreme Street Golf Carts, 2411 North Federal Highway. And on Friday, February 10th, the Penthouse will be live for the big game. That's right, and it's a big show at Supreme Street Golf Carts. Stop by Friday and see us, 10 to 2. It's Francis and the Greek at Supreme Street Golf Carts. Be a baller. Get your next golf cart at Supreme. Peace.
Joint pain. It's something that can literally stop us in our tracks. At Florida Joint Pain Experts, we offer a revolutionary specialized course of treatment, perfected over 10 years, that can eliminate your pain. Our regenerative therapies actually repair damaged tissue, restoring the joint and eliminating the pain, not masking it with drugs or risky invasive surgery. If you suffer with joint pain, arthritis, age, degeneration, or a sports injury, and have been told you need knee, hip, shoulder, or back surgery, Florida Joint Pain Experts offers revolutionary non-surgical solutions with actual regrowth of your own tissue with no downtime and long-lasting results. Call right now and set up your free examination with one of our highly specialized doctors at one of our 8 leading-edge clinics in Palm Beach, Broward, and Miami. Experience VIP medical care at its best. Call right now and see how you can get your first treatment free. Call 800-262-6117. That's 800-262-6117. 800-262-6117.
Quitting tobacco isn't easy. In all honesty, it's a very hard thing to do.
The good news is, Tobacco-Free Florida is here to help you quit your way. When you call Tobacco-Free Florida's phone quit service at 1-877-YOU-CAN-NOW, you'll connect to a quit coach who will help you assess your addiction. You may also qualify for free nicotine patches or gum. So call us at 1-877-YOU-CAN-NOW to double your chances of success. No judgments, just help.
It can be dangerously easy to steal your identity during tax season because so much sensitive info is all together.
Before we start the annual meeting of Sean's personal info, has anyone seen Social Security number?
Not me.
Nope. Oh no. He's been stolen.
LifeLock by Norton makes it easy to help protect yourself. If you become a victim, we'll work to fix it. No one can monitor all transactions, but you can save up to 25% off your first year with promo code NEWS at LifeLock.com. Identity theft protection starts here.
Live from Radio Row, it's Super Bowl week, and there's no better way to stay up to speed than with the Around the NFL podcast. Join me, Dan Hansis, and my buds, Mark Sessler and Greg Rosenthal, for the latest football news with just a touch of mirth.
We've got the #1 football podcast in the world, and Rihanna is playing the Apple Music halftime show. It doesn't get much better than that, guys.
Hang out with us live from Glendale, Arizona all week long. Listen to Around the NFL on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey, it's the Greek from Monroe's big weekend. New Orleans-inspired entertainment. Mardi Gras comes to Monroe's. Big contest lady with the most beads wins $250. And Sunday is the big game and the watch party. Where would you rather watch the game than with beautiful ladies, great entertainment, and great food? It's the big game and it's the watch parties. It's at Monroe's, February 12th. It's a big weekend. There's only one place to be, baby. Monroe's. Peace.
Injured? Hire the largest injury firm in the world. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
Accident in Jupiter slowing us down Indiantown Road at alternate A1A. Delray Beach, police activity. This is Atlantic Avenue right at A1A. And make sure you slow down for pedestrians on your commute today. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. Hiring can be a headache. That's why there's Indeed, the hiring platform that removes the hassle. Sponsor a job and immediately get a short list of quality candidates. And you can schedule and conduct video interviews right on their site. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
Of course, your favorite station is on the free iHeartRadio app. Take us with you anywhere and listen anytime. Plus, get thousands of other stations and playlists all free. Download our free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
iHeartRadio.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
Yes, hello. This is LaShonda. I'm calling from American Express. I'm looking for Greek, Greek. Greek, we have 2 suspicious charges on your account. One at 3:15 in the morning for the Lollipop Club in Boca. Says here for $418. Another one at 6:30 in the morning for Harry Mike's Massage Parlor for $800. If the charges are correct, you don't have to give us a call. Have a good day. Bye.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
You go to Harry Mike's too?
I was going to say, are you disputing those charges or is that real?
The second one I'm going to dispute. I was at Lollipop.
Oh, got it.
I know when I got something good around me. It is The Penthouse every day. Jimmy, how are you?
Hello, and good afternoon.
Francis is here.
Hello.
And I think we have a caller on hold.
Yeah, we got our buddy Jorge checking in with us. Hey, Jorge, what's going on, bud?
Yeah, not too much. Happy Wednesday to everyone.
Happy Wednesday, buddy.
Happy Wednesday.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Hey, Greg, I heard that that sex lady on there, Dr. Ruth or whatever her name is, talking.
Yeah.
I had a question for her.
Go ahead. Maybe I can answer it.
Okay. Why is the reverse cowgirl illegal in Alabama?
Alabama reverse cowgirl illegal. Let me think. I don't know. You got me. Tell me.
Because you can't turn your back on family, buddy.
Oh, boy.
Not bad. Not bad, Jorge. It only took you 15 years to get a good one, honest.
Oh, boy.
Did you write that or experience it?
Oh, man.
Neither.
All right. We're going to have to ring the cowbell on that one for you.
I don't have a cowbell.
Give a ding.
All right, there you go. You get a bell.
There you go, Jorge. Feel special?
Oh, yeah, I'm special. Oh, yeah. Hey, you still rooting for Mahomes and the Chiefs for the
Super Bowl? Yeah, I'm not going to change.
Yeah, he's got money on it.
Yeah, I have a ticket on it in Vegas, so I'm not going to change. I'm not going to hedge. A lot of people have told me I should hedge, but I'm going to let it ride and hope for the best.
There you go. There you go. All right, well, we'll see what happens. And me, myself, I'm hoping that Mahomes gets hobbled like James Conn did in Misery there.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, as long as it's nothing bad.
Gets it with a hammer.
Yeah.
I love you, Jorge. Don't ever change. There should be more people like you in the world.
You got that right.
You can't even say it without laughing.
Hey, you guys ever hear from Nutter?
He was in here not that long ago.
He was just here the other day.
Yeah.
Yes, he was just here the other day. He was selling condoms, and we just all talked to him and hugged him and asked him how he was doing.
Greek threw him out. As soon as he heard that, he said, "Get the hell out of here."
No, he's doing good, actually.
Yeah. He's actually got a full-time job, I believe.
Yeah, he said the first time he's worked in like 20 years.
Yeah, it's amazing. Pulling his own weight.
His gig is up. He had a great gig.
Yeah. That's a good run. He had a good run.
Yeah. What's he doing? Is he a hand model? Or?
No, he's working in a different
sort
area.
of.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, he's a little bit.
He's working with his hands.
Yeah,
He's
pretty
working
much.
with his hands. Yeah. No, he's a great guy, though.
Oh, yeah.
He is.
Oh, yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. Hey, you were talking about Yellowstone. They're thinking about bringing Matthew McConaughey on there?
Possibly.
It's a rumor.
They're saying do like a spin-off with Matthew McConaughey, not on the actual Yellowstone itself.
Right.
Yeah.
It's rumors.
Good. Yeah.
You should audition. I think you'd be great.
Yeah, there you go. Yeehaw, Cowboys.
You can bring all your great lines to them. I heard Jane Fonda's going to do
both of them.
A cameo. You can open up with your line about her.
Jane Fonda, and Tom Brady open a ranch in Montana.
That's awesome.
I can see it now.
You guys all sitting on the little patio.
Yeah.
Rocking chairs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Yep. That's all I got, guys.
All right, that's enough. Are you kidding me?
We ran him off. How about that?
You're awesome. It is
Or
the
have a good
Penthouse.
day.
And it is a Wednesday. We'll be back with a trifecta and some WWGD. We'll be back. Peace.
What's a Real Radio podcast? It's Real Radio on demand. Find your favorite show at realradio921.com.
Real Radio welcomes Fallout Boy with special guest Bring Me the Horizon Monday, July 24th at I Think Financial Amphitheater. We have your shot to score a pair of tickets right now at realradio921.com/contest. Tickets on sale now at livenation.com. It's all part of the Ford Concert Series.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Skies are partly cloudy as we move through our Wednesday. It's still comfortable out there. Low humidity and dew point temperatures, so feeling very nice. Temperatures are in the upper 70s as we move throughout the day. We're going to slowly warm up, though, for the rest of the week, back in the low 80s by Friday before a cold front moves in on Saturday.
This report is sponsored by the Ben Ferguson Podcast.
Coming up on the Ben Ferguson Podcast, the media is now turning on the White House, and John Kerry is under investigation for his ties to China by House Republicans. So what does this mean for the old guard? I'll explain it to you. Download the Ben Ferguson Podcast now.
The News Junkie is brought to you by Gordon and Partners. ForTheInjured.com. 561-333-3333.
Hey, it's Greek for Tito's Handmade Vodka. Over 20 years ago, the first batch of Tito's Handmade Vodka was made in the heart of Austin, Texas. And tomorrow's batch will be too. Tito's Handmade Vodka makes the good stuff for good times. Find recipes, videos, and more at titosvodka.com. The big game is coming up, and everybody wants to know who's going to be the winner. Well, if you got Tito's in your team, you're always a winner. Tito's Handmade Vodka. Peace.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine. I'm Ellie Anajar. Together, we're Anajar and Levine. If you've been hurt in a car crash, we'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call Anajar and Levine for your free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. In office, West Palm Beach.
Spring training is almost here. Come see the World Series champion Houston Astros and the Washington Nationals as they prepare for the upcoming season. Spring training starts February 25th. For tickets, go to ballparkpalmbeaches.com. That's ballparkpalmbeaches.com. Let's play ball.
Hey, it's Greek for Tito's Handmade Vodka. Over 20 years ago, the first batch of Tito's Handmade Vodka was made in the heart of Austin, Texas. And tomorrow's batch will be 2. Tito's Handmade Vodka makes the good stuff for good times. Find recipes, videos, and more at titosvodka.com. The big game is coming up, and everybody wants to know who's going to be the winner. Well, if you got Tito's in your team, you're always a winner. Tito's Handmade Vodka. Peace.
Score big for the big game with a tailgate party pack at Duffy's Sports Grill. Pre-order your game day eats at your favorite Duffy's and receive double points when you order online. Now through Saturday, February 11th for pickup prior to the big game on Sunday, February 12th. Build your own party pack with Duffy's award-winning traditional jumbo or boneless wings, cheeseburger sliders, sideline baskets, and much more. Duffy's Sports Grill. Away game to go. Pre-order now.
This is Miami's Mike Gesicki, number 88, and I'll see you at Duffy's Sports Grill.
Duffy's. Our game is always on.
Attention Florida homeowners. The My Safe Florida Home program is now in effect. This program was enacted by the Florida legislature to help single-family homeowners in Florida protect their home against hurricanes and save money doing it. To learn more and apply for a free home hurricane inspection, go to mysafeflhome.com. That's mysafeflhome.com. Once again, that's mysafeflhome.com.
It's been tough talking to my doctor about constipation with belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. I finally laid all my symptoms out there and how they keep coming back. She said I may have irritable bowel syndrome with constipation, or IBS-C. We agreed it's time to try something different.
Linzess, or linaclotide, is a prescription medicine that treats IBS-C in adults. Linzess works differently than laxatives. It lets you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. These symptoms were studied in combination, not individually. Do not give Linzess to children less than 2 years old. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. There could be more to your story with IBS-C. Visit a doctor in person or online. Say yes to Linzess. Learn more at linzess.com or call 1-800-LINZESS. Sponsored by AbbVie and Ironwood Pharmaceuticals.
I'll second guest dinners with friends because they can be interrupted by diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or oily stools. It turns out I have EPI, or exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, which means I'm missing the enzymes needed to digest food. My doctor prescribed Creon, pancrelipase, an oral prescription medication that replaces pancreatic digestive enzymes. Creon treats EPI due to cystic fibrosis, chronic pancreatitis, pancreatectomy, or other conditions.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall, if you're allergic to pork, or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor and always with food. Do not chew capsules as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon.
Creon is the #1 prescribed EPI treatment. Ask your doctor about Creon for EPI and visit creoninfo.com or call 800-633-9110 to learn more. That's CREONinfo.com.
Hey, it's Megan. The other day I discovered yet another new favorite drink with my favorite spirit, Knox and Dunn Florida Rum. And I think I'll call this one the Megan Mai Tai. But I'm telling you, Knox and Dunn is so versatile that it can be used in any recipe. That's because Knox and Dunn doesn't have that sweet, sugary taste or burn that you normally get from rum. Their rum is aged in American oak bourbon barrels, so it'll change the way you enjoy any recipe when it's made with Knox and Dunn. So head over to your favorite liquor store and ask them for a bottle of Knox and Dunn Florida Rum. If they don't have it, tell them you want them to carry Florida's fastest growing local craft spirit. You can thank me later.
We're Storm Smart. Here in Florida, that's a name people trust. For over 26 years, we've been making storm catcher screens, the leading hurricane safety product on the market, protecting over 90,000 Florida homes in communities just like yours. And while storms may come and go, one thing's for sure, Storm Smart's here to stay. Day in and day out, we'll be here, working harder to make sure you can breathe a little easier. SMART is protecting our community today and tomorrow.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
We're seeing delays Indiantown Road in Jupiter, accident Indiantown Road right at alternate A1A, and in Delray, look out, police activity. Avoid Atlantic Avenue at A1A. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Mattress Firm's President's Day sale is here. Shop and save up to $500. bed, because there's nothing better than staying in.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Hello and welcome back to the PH. Thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate you, whether you're on that FM dial, driving in your car, at work, maybe you're listening on the absolutely free iHeart Radio app. Thank you so much. Happy Wednesday. What's going on? This is Franny, and good afternoon to you, Jimmy.
Hello, and good afternoon, Franny. Can I give everybody a quick reminder of our this hour's keyword?
Of course you can.
It's green, GREEN. Go to realradio921.com. A window's going to pop right up for you, and enter the word green, GREEN, right there, and you'll be in the running for this hour's $1,000 of Red Zone revenue. And if you get a phone call from a 513 area code, maybe it says unknown caller, pick it up. Could be us letting you know that you just won $1,000.
There you go. And then we got G-Man in the house. Hi, Greek.
Good afternoon, everybody. We're going to do a quick trifecta and then try to help some people with their lives.
Riders up. It's Greek's Trifecta.
Floyd Mayweather is money man, and he just purchased a new necklace, white gold, worth $1 million. It's got to hurt his neck. I mean, that's got to be heavy. It is a big, big necklace. Saw pictures of it, $1 million. And Mayweather, he's got the cash, so he can do things like that. LeBron James last night is the all-time leading scorer in the NBA. They took on Oklahoma City, had to score 36 points, and you could bet on whether or not LeBron was going to do it, and he did. Jimmy's got the audio.
Looking for James. He's got it. LeBron James, a shot at history. LeBron stands alone. The NBA's all-time scoring record now belongs to LeBron James.
Yes, LeBron has it. Jabbar was there last night, handling the ball. Nice ceremony. All the big stars were there. Jay-Z, Drake, Dwayne Wade was there. Denzel Washington, all rooting on LeBron. Lakers did lose, but LeBron is definitely the king when it comes to being a scorer in the NBA. And Aaron Rodgers said he's going to go to a retreat that's going to be all by himself for about 4 days, all by himself, nobody around, and then he's going to come up with the answer whether or not he is going to come back to the NFL, the Raiders, a rumor, the Packers, or he's just going to retire. Odds are, I don't think he's retiring. He doesn't want to go in the same year as Brady in the Hall of Fame, so I think he'll play one more year. He's on track to, I believe, to make $46 million next year with the Packers.
Where do you think he goes?
If not Green Bay, Jimmy, I think the Raiders.
Okay. Yep.
It's just a thought.
I should have prefaced that either or.
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
Right, so.
I still think there's a chance he goes back to the Packers.
Yeah,
I
do too.
Yeah. We'll see. And that is your last trifecta today. And now we're going to get into some WWGD.
Get ready for WWGD. What would Greek do?
You didn't even let me get it out of my mouth.
I know.
Can you believe people ask this guy for advice?
I mean, you rub it hard enough, something's gonna happen.
I mean, really?
I'm never going to the Super Bowl again. I made that contradiction last year.
What?
What?
Seriously?
Because I put myself before you.
It's WWGD.
All right. If you are not familiar with WWGD, this is something that we do every Wednesday after Greek's final trifecta. This is where you email us, Jimmy@realradio921.com. And what you're emailing, well, you are seeking the advice that only Greek can give you. Of course, we do get Jimmy's perspective too, because, it's nice to have different perspectives when it comes to things.
And two heads are better than one.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
Yeah. And we are on Instagram live right now at Real Radio 921. So you can hear me. You're going to be able to hear Greek. You can't hear Jimmy because he's in the producer room. So turn on your radio because you can listen to us there. Yeah, because we do not have access to see Jimmy. But yes, you can always utilize the iHeartRadio app or, of course, turn on that FM dial. And we are going to start with this first emailer, Katie. Katie emails us, Jimmy@realradio921.com. And well, Katie's been seeing a guy for about 3 months, and she is digging him, and she even mentions that he is a huge sports fan. Well, as we all know, the Super Bowl is this weekend, and he doesn't have a big TV. He doesn't have a big old flat screen TV, and she was thinking about buying him one. She's like, it's not his birthday or anything special. I just really like him, and he's been really good to me these past few months. She said her friends think she's crazy to buy him a TV. She's like, but I want to do it. She's going big. She's going 70 inches. She was like, so we can enjoy the Super Bowl at his place. Katie wants to know, G-Man, do you think this is too much to give somebody after 3 months of dating? Greek, I'm flipping over the camera to G. Hold on 1 second. What would you do?
If she can afford it and she wants to give the guy something nice, I think it's a very nice gesture on her part. I wouldn't listen to her friends, do whatever she wants. But if she can afford it and she's not going to go in debt or put it on her credit card and he's been good to her, I think it's a great gift and it's a nice time for the Super Bowl that they watch it together. Now, if she gets on the TV and he goes, great, I'm going to invite my friends over and she's out, that would suck. But no, I think it's a great thing that she's doing and she sounds like a nice lady and very generous. As long as she can afford it and she's not putting herself in debt, I think it's nice.
All right, I'm flipping the camera to Jimmy so you can see his handsome looks over here, but you're not going to be able to hear him. Jimmy.
I would agree, yeah, but I mean, you're talking about a significant gift, so I mean, he's got to be able to accept something that's worth that. I mean, you're not talking about $50 or $100. I know televisions have come down in price, but if you're 70 inches plus, you're upwards over 500. So I mean, that's quite a bit of a gift. So I'm assuming that you've got a lot of money. I'm assuming he has a lot. So maybe those are the type of gifts that you're going to exchange each other. But yeah, don't listen to your friends. It's up to you, between you and what you think he would say. But talk to him about it first. That's a purchase that he should have some say in as to what you get because it's in his house. It would be his television. He should be part of that decision-making process.
All right. I agree with what both of you say. Also want to add on there that if you happen to break up in a month, you have to be okay with that TV going bye-bye. Can't go back.
Well, this is a great week to get TVs.
I don't want that.
Yep.
Yeah, but you
can get a good bargain.
I understand, but I'm saying you buy somebody that's a gift, right?
Yeah, of course. No, you can't take it back.
No. Yeah. And you have to be okay with that. Hopefully things work out. Yeah. I hope you guys last a lifetime. But that is a very generous gift. Would I do it after 3 months? Probably not. 3 months is very fresh and new. But at the same time, maybe if 500, 600, 700. I mean, to me, that's probably the lower end, right, of a 70-inch TV.
70, you're right about there.
Yeah.
You're right about there. I bought my 85 for $1,000.
Oh, baller.
But it's,
No, it's nice.
Just the best week.
But that's, it's a good time.
It is.
It is actually the best week of the year.
That's what the experts say.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I mean, I guess it just depends. But, yeah, and I agree with Jimmy, too. Ask him first. Maybe he's content. Maybe he's content with the TV he's got right now.
Yeah. Or he might say, hey, you know what? Well, right? Content with that. The fact that it's got to be put up, can it be mounted, on the wall, type thing. So, because when you get something that large, I mean, having a stand for it is going to be a problem. So, just something to discuss is my.
All right. So. Well, Katie, I hope he does enjoy it if you happen to do it. But yeah.
Very generous.
Yes, it is very, very generous. And we have Nick who writes in next. So Nick works with a girl, and he said at first he didn't really like her. Well, they ended up going out for drinks after work, and now he's starting to like her.
Drinks will do it.
In fact, he likes her so much that he wants to ask her out on a date. I guess at the company, it's not a big deal if you date people that you work with, as long as it's not management. But his family and friends are like, oh, this could be a problem. Too close for comfort, right? He said, I really do like her. I enjoy her company. G-Man, he is seeking your advice. Should he ask her out on an official date? What would Greek do?
Gas is going up, bro. So if it's convenient, hit it. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. As long as the company says it's okay and it's not management, fine. I mean, but go in with it and know that one day the umbrella could have a hole in it. If you have that mindset, then you'll be all right. But if you like her, it doesn't matter what it is. If you like somebody, vice versa, you're going to want to go out with them. But as long as it's okay and it's not jeopardizing your job. And if he says it's not, then it's okay. That's all. But there could be a little rain some days if you ever break up. Realize that because you got to see her every day.
All right, Jimmy.
Yeah, I mean, this is something that has come up several times between WWGD or just during the show that we've talked about as far as dating coworkers. One, hopefully it's not somebody in the same department that you work with. Those type of things always become a problem. But yeah, just understand that if you do that and things don't go well, then it's going to be very awkward if you have to pass by each other and you work with each other every day. And it's something that I've consistently said. If you're in different departments, different parts of the building, okay, go ahead. But otherwise, I'd shy away from it. What do you think, Franny?
Yeah, it's an interesting situation. I've done it once before, and when we would get in spats, it made work very uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
So just the experience that I had, I don't know if I would do it again, to be honest with you. But I am not the expert in love. So, Nick, I don't know if I would listen to you. I'm doing great right now. I'm doing good right now. But in the past, not so much. I mean, if you really dig her and the company is okay with it, why not? You just have to expect, like everybody said, there can be things that may happen.
Could be holes in the umbrella.
If something goes down the road, too, just keep in mind, I mean, if your relationship grows and you end up living together, now you're at home together, you're at work together. I mean, there's a lot of people. I mean, you need a little bit of time separated. Not that, it's not great that you're always with somebody, but it can be a problem sometimes.
Yep.
So.
And I would really make sure that she's into you, too. Because if you do ask her out and she's not into you that way,
That's
it
awkward.
still could make things uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And you don't know what kind of girl she is either. She could go, be like, oh, so-and-so, go to HR. I don't know. You just got to make...
It can happen.
Yeah, you just got to make sure that the vibe is there on both sides. Okay. Finally, we have Mike. And Mike emails and says, hey, I have a trainer, and she charges like $80 an hour. So I guess they have a nice exchange for golf lessons because he's a golf pro at a country club. Well, last week she said she needs to raise her prices. Her prices are now $100 an hour. He was like, so is it wrong for me to raise my price to $100 so we keep it even? He was like, so I guess at first, they were doing 80 and 80, I guess, is what it sounds like. I love this. She is hot, and I really do need a trainer.
Oh.
Yeah, of course, right?
Shocker.
Greek, what would you do?
Got a Greek's book here.
And by the way, he says he sees her twice a week, and he's been seeing her for like the last 6 months training with her.
I think anything's good for the goose is good for the gander. So she went up, he went up. You should say, oh my God, I went up too. This is why we should be together. Oh my God. Training's 80, now it's 100, and now golf lessons are 100. Let's keep it even. Or he could be the bigger person if he wants to bang her and give her $40 a week. So I don't know.
Yeah, that is very inexpensive for a personal trainer.
An hour.
Yeah, but you said
100 an hour?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I guess if he's breaking it down, before it was 80, right? So now he would be, because they're trading services, so now it's just 20 out of his pocket.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't have to do it. I mean, really, if he wants to do it, he could just be like, here's $40 a week, we're even.
No, that's what I'm saying, yeah.
I don't think it's a big deal.
I wouldn't be like, oh, you're raising your prices? Well, then I am too.
Well, that's the thing. So if the answer is yes, and you encourage him to go ahead and raise your prices, it sounds like retaliation. I mean, that's going to turn her off.
Yeah, exactly.
At least it would me if that was the case. But so
I just pay her.
I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't worry about it. It's $20. If you can't handle $20, and
that's all. Just give her $40 a week. And maybe down the road, maybe raise your prices. Maybe 6 months down the road, you could do it if this is still going on.
Doesn't sound like that she has much of an interest in, outside of that with you, though. I mean, if she's raising her price on you.
And it may be on everybody. Listen, I just saw my sister put out on her social media for her hair salon just due to the things she has to purchase and things that she put up an alert. She's like, clients, I'm letting you know in a month I'm going to be raising my prices just so you're aware. Of course. It can happen.
Happens in restaurants.
But if he doesn't feel like he's going, if in his head he wasn't going to raise his prices and he's thinking about doing it just because he wants to be even Steven with her, that's silly.
Yeah, a little scumbity-ish.
Because I have a feeling she's raising her prices with everybody.
Yeah, not just him.
Yeah.
Give her the $20. I think it'll go a lot longer.
Yeah, you're saying that you like to be trained. You're saying I guess really he just wants because she's hot. I guess is what it sounds like.
Well, that's the thing, right? I mean, is this a business thing or that's
I don't
the
know.
problem?
So I did read that wrong because he's saying he doesn't need a trainer. She's hot. Ah, boy.
Then pay her definitely. If you don't need a trainer, then pay her the $20.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't want to be scumbity and be like, oh, man, now you're raising, I'm raising. And he's looking to grab a piece of ass. So you're not going to grab a piece of ass. Girls don't like guys who are cheap. And either do I. So just pay him.
All right. That is WWGD. What would Greek do? If you ever want to seek G-Man's advice, just email Jimmy@realradio921.com.
Thank you so much, Francis. Great job as always. Jimmy, thanks for all your help today. Appreciate everything you do with the contest, behind the scenes, the mic, everything you do, and the blog. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Greek. Thank you, Franny. Thank you for listening. Thank you, Laura Korn, for calling in today. That was another great interview. What a great lady.
Oh, yeah, special lady, no doubt about it. Francis, great job as always. MVP, take it all the way. Score, touchdown. Great job, Franny.
All right,
Thank you.
touchdown it is. Well, I could not, be part of this winning team without Jimmy and, of course, G-Man. Thank you so much for all you do. And thank you for always being there. Without you, there really wouldn't be a Penthouse. So we really appreciate you. And I know that every day you wait until this time for our gift to you, which is some parting words from Greek.
If you were sitting under an apple tree and you got hit with an orange, would you debate it was an apple tree? We'll talk to you tomorrow, everybody. Peace.
What's a Real Radio podcast? It's Real Radio on demand. Find your favorite show at realradio921.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Skies are partly cloudy as we move through our Wednesday. It's still comfortable out there. Low humidity and dew point temperatures, so feeling very nice. Temperatures are in the upper 70s as we move throughout the day. We're going to slowly warm up, though, for the rest of the week, back in the low 80s by Friday before a cold front moves in on Saturday.
This report is sponsored by the Truth with Lisa Booth podcast.
The state of California is out with a new law trying to muzzle any doctor who questions the COVID consensus. So what does that mean for medicine moving forward? We'll talk to one man who's suing the state. Listen to Truth with Lisa Booth every Monday and Thursday, but you can listen throughout the week on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hayes the Greek for Supreme Street Golf Carts, 2411 North Federal Highway in Delray. If you want a golf cart, new or used, and you want it custom, and you want to be a baller, there's only one place to be. That is Supreme Street Golf Carts, 2411 North Federal Highway. And on Friday, February 10th, the Penthouse will be live for the big game. That's right, and it's a big show at Supreme Street Golf Carts. Stop by Friday and see us, 10 to 2. It's Francis and the Greek at Supreme Street Golf Carts. Be a baller. Get your next golf cart at Supreme. Peace.
I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I love Navage. I've told you about how your nose is the body's air filter, that Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs, and that Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like Tara, quote, "My doctor wanted me to do saline rinses for my allergies, but I've never been able to successfully use a neti pot. Navage uses suction power, so it's foolproof. There are nights when I'll have particularly bothersome allergies. I'll bust it out, and the results are immediate. It's such a relief. It's become a lifesaver." Unquote. She's one of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage, the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and online. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
My friend had his home stolen. The crime is home title theft. It's real. It's horrendous, but it's real, and it's everywhere. Now, luckily, this was just a demo, but I saw how criminals all around the world target American homeowners, and that's why I protect my home with Home Title Lock, and you need to as well. And a thief can simply forge your signature on a legal document claiming you sold your home to them. Homeowners insurance and common identity theft programs do not protect you, but Home Title Lock does. So protect yourself. Just go to their website. It's HometitleLock.com/Sean, S-E-A-N. Verify your home's title is still safely in your name. Then just register your address for a free, no-obligation home title report for your files. That is a $100 value, absolutely free. That's HometitleLock.com/Sean, HometitleLock.com/Sean, S-E-A-N.
Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if a prescription is appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for full details and important safety information.
Looking for a real solution for ED?
So are we.
At forhims.com/radio, you can get access to the trusted generic versions of proven treatments for ED, like Viagra, for 95% less than the brand name price.
That's right, 95% less.
I was prescribed the generic for Viagra, and Hims shipped it directly to me for free in discreet packaging. I didn't have to go to the pharmacy, deal with insurance, or wait ages for an in-person appointment. The Hims process is super convenient, totally private, and 100% online. After you complete a simple medical intake at forhims.com/radio, a licensed medical provider assesses your information and determines if treatment might be right for you. Hims made it so simple to get access to treatment for my ED. Now, I feel like myself again.
and we feel like us again.
Start your free trial today at forhims.com/radio. That's forhims.com/RADIO for your free visit. forhims.com/radio.
We know that aging is not for the faint of heart, but the Landing of Lake Worth celebrates the rewards of aging and tackles the challenges head on. We believe life should be joyful at every stage, so we have a unique focus on wellness of mind, body, and spirit, bringing an unparalleled sense of optimism to residents and their families. Come home to personalized assisted living and memory care services at the Landing of Lake Worth, where happiness never grows old. Visit thelandingoflakeworth.com for more information. That's thelandingoflakeworth.com.
Hey, it's Greek for Tito's Handmade Vodka. Over 20 years ago, the first batch of Tito's Handmade Vodka was made in the heart of Austin, Texas. And tomorrow's batch will be too. Tito's Handmade Vodka makes the good stuff for good times. Find recipes, videos, and more at titosvodka.com. The big game is coming up, and everybody wants to know who's going to be the winner. Well, if you got Tito's in your team, you're always a winner. Tito's Handmade Vodka. Peace.
I'll second guest dinners with friends because they can be interrupted by diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or oily stools. It turns out I have EPI, or exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, which means I'm missing the enzymes needed to digest food. My doctor prescribed Creon, pancrelipase, an oral prescription medication that replaces pancreatic digestive enzymes. Creon treats EPI due to cystic fibrosis, chronic pancreatitis, pancreatectomy, or other conditions.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall, if you're allergic to pork, or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor and always with food. Do not chew capsules, as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon.
Creon is the #1 prescribed EPI treatment. Ask your doctor about Creon for EPI and visit creoninfo.com or call 800-633-9110 to learn more. That's CREONinfo.com.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
Slow go in West Palm due to this major road work. Southern Boulevard East at Congress Avenue. We have 2 left lanes that are blocked. Delray police activity. Avoid Atlantic Avenue right at A1A Ocean Boulevard. That's traffic on Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Mattress Firm's President's Day sale is here. Shop and save up to $500 on Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets. Plus, get a $300 instant gift, good towards sleep accessories. Find your dream bed at Mattress Firm. Then cozy up on your new bed, because there's nothing better than staying in.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
You been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Rover's Morning Glory wants you to score some Red Zone